Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Countdown to Kickoff. Presented by Caps Pizza.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for Vero football. Christian FM Sports brings you the insights into the Fighting Indians with Matt Paris, Bobby Paris, Derek West, Gary Paris. Now, the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
We are live from Longwood Stadium, Week 6. Vero is on the road versus Fort Pierce Central Cobras, a 7A District 11 matchup. Hey, Vero Nation. Welcome to Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Caps Pizza. Well, welcome back, everybody. Vero took a much-needed bye week to rest up and get players back to 100%. During that time, Vero moved up the rankings to number 1 for Class 7A and number 2 overall in the power rankings. It's a nice accomplishment. Now Vero needs to show they are worthy of that ranking. Fort Pierce Central has struggled the last several seasons. Coach Mike Watkins has done a great job of rebuilding the program. The Cobras are off to their best start in quite some time. Now they have a chance to see where they stand against a team they have not beaten since 2013. 60 minutes before we get to kickoff. In the next hour, we'll get some reports down from the field. Bobby Paris has got another episode of Women of the Fighting Indians. Gary's on assignment with UCF as they head to Kansas State this week, so Matt Paris will be with me in the booth. We'll talk about the X's and O's for tonight's contest. But first, Matt is actually with our head coach, Lenny Jankowski, to talk about our last win against Centennial, getting set for tonight's contest, and a bye week sandwiched in between there. So let's check in with Matt.
Well, thanks, Paul. Well, Coach Jay, Indians are 4-0 on the season, thanks to last week's win over Centennial. The offense scored on its first 4 possessions of the game. Coach, how impressed are you with the toughness of your quarterback, E.J. White, especially in that second series of downs?
Yeah, well, thank you, and I know I remember talking to you at halftime, and it surely didn't seem like the cleanest of first halves from an offensive standpoint. But as we talked about, the goal is to still score at the end of each drive, so to speak. At least that seems to be the way we look at things offensively, and so we did not put ourselves in favorable down and distances for sure. When you go back and you look at those drive charts, and we had some 3rd and longs and even converted on some 4th downs. But I think to answer your specific question on EJ's toughness, I mean, he was able to, again, when you have a quarterback that you're asking to do, a little bit more in the run game, and obviously you're, expanding his what you're asking him to do each and every week at that position, because now he's into his at that time his 3rd week of practicing the position, so you're giving him a little bit more each week to handle, and he's just done it in stride. I think he's really embraced it. But then you see, and I think that is the number one quality that you have to have at that position is toughness, and it's not necessarily, a street fighter kind of toughness. It's really just the ability to hang in the pocket, take a hit maybe in the run game, get back up, clear your head, and play the next play to the best of your ability. And I think EJ has a knack for doing that. He stays very level-headed, and just watching him take ownership of the offense has been a lot of fun for me, not just from a coaching standpoint, but just a fan of the game.
Without a doubt. He took a shot on 3rd down. It's 4th and long. Here you are. You've got good field position, and he just stays in the pocket like a seasoned veteran, hits Trey Woods on a crossing route that takes a little bit of time, drops a dime in it. It was just very impressive as an old quarterback to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, and he's as we're seeing now, in these later weeks and watching him play, he's getting through his progressions. That was a play that, as you mentioned, takes a little time to develop. I think Trey's maybe the 3rd guy in his progression there to get to, the plays, in a sense, kind of designed for that to come open, but you got to get through the progression to make it happen, and EJ did put it on him, and it was a big fourth down conversion, not just a first down, but a touchdown, and obviously a big play in the game.
Coach, another young man who had a great game is Austin Banzoff with 2 touchdowns that night.
Yeah, so I think each week we're seeing a little bit more of Austin and his contributions with the ball in his hands. He's been a huge, piece of or part of our offense for especially this season, and the cool thing about having a guy catch the ball and score touchdowns and all that is you've watched the progress and you've watched him play unselfishly. Play as hard with or without the ball in his hands. And those receivers, I don't compliment them enough because they've, with this situation that we've had at quarterback, as you guys have witnessed, the game plan changes each and every week. And so they've been asked to not just change with the game plan, but some of them to change positions and change roles and do different things, additional things, learn multiple spots. Austin has obviously a big skill set. I think some people may be surprised when he catches the ball and watch to see what he does with it in his hands. But he's been great. He's a very tough kid. He's got very good hands, strong hands. And then I think what people have seen the last couple of weeks is that he has the ability to finish and score after he catches it. So pretty cool.
Well, that's Coach Jay. I'm Dr. Matt. We'll be right back.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
The McCall Agency, Inc. owner is a fourth-generation Vero Beach resident and big supporter of the community and the Fighting Indians. The McCall Agency, Inc. is an independent agency and broker whose motto is securing your future one policy at a time. To learn more about personal, commercial, life, or health insurance services, Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856 or McCallAgencyInc.com.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back. Well, Coach Jay, let's talk about your defense from last week's victory over Centennial, 37-0. Pitched a shutout. I know you don't count turnover on downs as turnovers, but, man, it sure looks good in the books. We had 2 interceptions, 2 turnovers on downs. So, man, if it was my books, Coach, that would look like 4 turnovers for you.
Yeah, I mean, well, whatever way you look at it, it's always good to get the ball back in your offense's hands, and I think with the turnover statistic, and sudden change and things along that, that sometimes creates, in addition to getting the ball back, you create some momentum, but as does the turnover on downs. And obviously what we mean with turnover on downs is they've gone for it on 4th down and we've held them, and so then we get the ball back, but regardless of that, I'm just so pleased and encouraged with our defensive effort. Each and every week, I think we've seen steady improvement, and obviously, each week there's different challenges, and we've played some incredible games this season against some very good football programs, and to be able to come out in our first district game, and as you mentioned, to shut Centennial out, and really just I think we limited them to around 100 yards of offense. They really were never threatening as far as getting into the red zone. I think they only were on our side of the 50 maybe once, at least deep on our side of the 50. So, I mean, we were able to really dictate the game from a defensive standpoint, I felt like. And again, really credit to our defensive staff for putting a great game plan together, and then obviously our players going out and executing that. But I think we're, when you look at the fundamentals and some of the just breaking all of it down. I think that what we're seeing, I think our guys are tackling better. I think we're seeing less and less missed tackles, and so guys are going down a little quicker. We're rallying to the ball, playing unselfish defense, guys, hanging on to their assignments, doing their job, so to speak, and then, you get a couple of those turnovers and those wow plays that, get you excited and get you the ball back a little sooner. So all in all, just very pleased. Coach Mata and staff have done a great job and continue to work to get better each week.
Coach, if you had to look at the different levels from the linemen to the linebackers to your safeties and D-backs, which section would you have said has had the most progress so far this season?
That's a great way to look at it. I mean, I think my initial answer would be the DBs. I think that we've had some guys that we were a little unsure about going into it. We weren't even certain on what our best combination of guys would be back there. But, I mean, I think as we've seen guys like Micah Roberts step into a very key role at free safety for us, and he's just a sophomore and really spent most of his time on the offensive side of the ball, going over there and kind of solidifying things over there on the defense. And then the two corners that have stepped up, both Haywood and Polynice, have been very solid. But we've had a nice rotation of guys, and so I think those secondary guys have really improved each and every week. Those hybrid players, those down safeties that we do a lot with, Crutchfield and Jamarion Hillsman and Javaris Drayton and Javari Lockhart, those guys have all been very, very solid. I think we've seen them and make plays and rally to the ball and big hitters and a lot of team speed, and so those guys have been well. And the other spots too, I could go on and on. I mean, our D line has a nice rotation. Coach Bethel always does a great job there. Coach Gluff and the linebackers, those inside backers have been very steady. But I think improvement wise, I think I would probably go with the secondary.
Would agree with you, Coach. And, well, of course, for that defense pitching a shutout, that is something that we'd like to see tonight as well. We are getting closer to kickoff. More from Coach Jay when we return.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Matt Paris here with Coach Lenny Jankowski. Coach, the game is ever-changing, offense, defense, but there's something lately that has changed the game that's actually not on the gridiron, and that's this new NIL, and it's all about the money. Can you go through that and how that's changed the college, but how it's actually bled down to the high school level?
Yeah, who would ever thought, right? I mean, it's I've spent a lot of time, talking to parents over the years and preseason meetings and all those things that happen, through coaching and talking about, if your son or daughter is lucky enough to receive a Division I scholarship, it's almost like hitting the lottery and the value of a scholarship, especially in this sport where, the scholarships are full scholarships and those kinds of things. But, what's added to that here in the last 3-4 years is this whole NIL, which stands for name, image, and likeness, where players, starting at the college level, are able to receive compensation based on their name, image, and likeness. And that has, as you mentioned, that's trickled down into the high school ranks. And now it's led to more regulation in the college. When it first happened, it was a little bit of the wild west, where there were no stipulations. And now, for our active listeners or active fans, there's something what they call revenue share, where the big conferences, the big Power 4 conferences, are actually given money from the NCAA to divide up on their football programs. I think the Big Ten Conference and the SEC, I think those are the two big ones right now, where I think they get $14 million a year to spend on their roster, and that's just above and beyond the scholarship, to where they can divide that up on the books to compensate their players financially. So when you divide that by 85 scholarship athletes, if everybody did it evenly, that's almost $150,000 a year, and that's on top of what they're making, or what the value of a college scholarship is. So again, it's I think when you talk about the big business of college football and TV contracts and all of the money that's being made, surely you can only pay the coach so much, and I would say it's safe to say that the college presidents don't deserve those big chunks of change that are being generated from the people that are coming to watch what they're coming to watch. So I do agree that the players can and should be compensated. It's just, who would have ever thought it would be life changing, generational, in some cases, money that's happening. I think some of the most talked about situations are some of the hot shot quarterbacks, that I think I saw the University of Florida quarterback, his is, somewhere up to $4 million a year, and just different dollar amounts that are being placed, on these guys. And again, we're surely not mad at them. It's just, who would have ever thought that, this is the world that we're living in. But I guess it's out there, and that's what's happening. As far as it pertains to high school and how it affects the high school game, I mean, in Florida, our players can receive NIL deals. It can't be brokered or negotiated through myself or any high school employee, but as they're done through outside agencies, and so they are able to be compensated per FHSA rules for whatever it may be. If Dr. Paris chiropractor business would like to have one of our guys in a commercial, I think that there's ways that all of that stuff. No, not suggesting any of that, Doc. But anyway, I'm just using that as an example. I think that there are players in our state that I'm sure are getting high school guys that are getting NIL deals, especially at some programs, and it's just something that we're dealing with now, and never would have thought it. But it's how and again, I think it's what it also it's done is it's putting a monetary value a little bit on some of these guys as it predicts their future, and so I'm sure there are decisions being made, however they're being made, on what could happen, what are and all those kinds of things, all the what ifs, I guess, and all the different levels of that. So it's different. I never would have guessed it in a million years, but it's the world we're living in. So I think Coach Saban probably did the best at explaining it or describing it. He said, you better adapt or, you get left behind. So I think we're trying to adapt.
Well, Coach, appreciate you breaking that down for us. Well, we got our first district game tonight. We're going to get Coach's thought on the Cobras when we return.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone. From barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system, thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Dr. Matt, hanging out with Coach Lenny Jankowski. Coach, we got our second district game tonight against Fort Pierce Central, the Cobras. Can you tell us, what do they do well, having watched film, obviously?
Yeah, so first and foremost, they're off to a 4-0 start, as we are, and ironically enough, we're on their bye week as we were this week. So Coach Watkins and I are kind of in the same situation where we're, able to watch some games from the past, the past few weeks on each other, and they've scored a ton of points, given up very little, and are off to a great start. What jumps out at you is their athleticism. I think, each year when you play these guys, you notice that they're going to have some very good athletes on both sides of the ball at the skill position, and they've got a couple this year that jump out at you. Number one is, and I say this, I think, every week. I probably should study their names better than their numbers, but number one is a receiver with length and speed, and he can stretch the field, and they try to push him vertically, and so we'll have to, obviously try to limit their big explosive plays, because they can stretch it that way, and then they'll stretch it, horizontally as well with guys like number 5 and number 3, and they'll get those guys going. Number 11 is a guy that they've used almost like a dual threat quarterback at times, and then they use him in a variety of situations on offense. Number 7 as well, and so they've got guys that can run and good ball skills, and Coach Watkins does a great job. He's always does a great job with their QBs, and then their offensive scheme's always going to be nice, and so we're gonna have to try to, like I said, limit their big plays, and they're capable of getting some explosives on you, and then defensively they do a nice job as well. They move guys around a bunch. I'm seeing more pressure packages from them this year than I have in years past, where they're bringing pressures, different kinds of pressures, some boundary pressures, some pressures from up the middle, some pressures from the second and third level, and just some exotic and creative blitzes, and so obviously that's those are challenges to prepare for. Again, good team speed on the defensive side of the ball. They mix their coverages up nice. They try to limit you from the big play, of course, which is something that defenses predicate themselves on. So I think, again, having had an opportunity to work with Coach Watkins in the past, kind of see his stamp really in all three phases of what they do: offense, defense, and special teams. So they're a well-coached team. They've got good players, and they're undefeated. So it's a challenge. It's a district game. It's our second district game, and we're going on the road down there, and so we'll see how it goes. But I like our chances.
Coach, I know you're good friends with Coach Watkins down there. Is there any side bets, like loser's got to buy lunch?
No, we probably should do something like that. Really, I was actually talking to him earlier this week, and it's not as enjoyable as you would think. I really don't. I spend a lot of time, rooting for him personally just being a close friend, and then having to obviously compete and play in the same district, and I probably speak the same as what he feels, and you really don't like the guys you compete against, you know what I mean? So on weeks like this and days like this, and again, surely this isn't personal, but you really don't care for the guys that you have to. So I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. That's kind of how it is, and how it has to be. And so, but it's not my most enjoyable week, and but I am proud of what he's done there, and always enjoy seeing he and his family. But this week is a little different.
Well, if I had my opinion, I hope he's buying you lunch when it's all said and done. Well, Coach, as always, thank you for sitting down with us. Good luck for tonight. We'll be right back with more Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM. Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians Football.
Keeper by EJ. EJ off the right side. Push forward and touchdown. EJ White. He's got Hillsman wide open at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 10-5. Shakes a tackle. Touchdown, Jonathan Hillsman. White again looking to throw. He's got Stinson who's got a step. And Stinson's got it for the touchdown. EJ, high snap, brings it in. He's going to let it go towards the end zone. It's caught! Jordan Crutchfield. He caught it. Touchdown, Jordan Crutchfield. How about that?
This is Fighting Indians Football. Here's the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Yeah, we're live from Lawnwood Stadium. It's Fighting Indians football, and the Fort Pierce Cobras are here tonight with your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. It's week 6 of high school football. The Friday night lights are on, and it is game time. Finally, hey, Vero Nation, along with Matt Paris, I'm Paul Tipton, and we welcome you to Fighting Indians football. Proud to bring you our 29th season of Indians football, presented by Cafe 66. Derek West down on the sidelines, Don Dexter here doing stats, Stephen Tipton, our producer, our video producer is Brian Lewis, and we've got all of our video crew here tonight for this district matchup. Now, for some of you who are going, wait a minute, weren't we just getting into the pregame? Yes, we were. The reason for that is because we got delayed quite a bit. We had a lightning delay when we first arrived to Lawnwood Stadium, and then got the all-clear signal just about 25 minutes or so ago, and so we had to kind of make short of our pregame show, so apologies for that, as we weren't able to give you some of our normal features here, but we will have the game here momentarily. Gary is away going to Kansas State with UCF. The Knights will be playing Kansas State tomorrow. So Gary is not here. That means Matt is up here in the booth with me, and Matt, as we get set for tonight's contest. There's a lot of different storylines here that we could talk about. Obviously, you start with a district matchup. It's always an important game. District matchups always have some kind of weird dynamic to it. You can also talk about, while the Indians have been on a bye week, they got rewarded, if you will, with a number 1 ranking in the class. The power rankings came out for the first time. They're number 2 overall in the state of Florida. And then, you know what, there's those other little storylines, like, Coach Mike Watkins, who used to coach with Vero Beach, is now head coach at Fort Pierce Central. Jankowski's and the Watkins are very close friends, and all these different storylines, man. Where do we start?
Well, I tell you what, why don't we start with the fact that Vero is ranked number 1 in the state in their classification, and that says something for Vero Beach and what they've accomplished. They took on a tough schedule last year. You know, they knew that it was going to be tough. They started off the season 1-3, and here we go 4-0, and we get rewarded for that. And there's also some other teams, like Venice was your perennial number 1 team. They've had a couple of mix-ups, fall slips, if we want to say, and that allows Vero to be rewarded for what they did. They got a tough schedule, and they did what they were supposed to do. They won games, and they've won games against quality opponents that are actually now winning their games. So that's what really helps it out. It's not just that we won 4-0, because Central's 4-0 also, but our opponents are also, for lack of a better word, kicking some booty.
Yeah, absolutely are. And so, yeah, Vero Beach has got a really strong strength of schedule, which we knew this, Matt. You and I, we talked about this before the start of the season when we were looking at the schedule, and we said, man, that first, 4 weeks, man, what a stretch of football for the Fighting Indians. And, I think we were saying to each other, like, if we come out 2-2, that's probably been pretty good so far for the Indians. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of fans that go, woo, but, just trying to be realistic about some things, because you're playing some tough competition. But to come out of it 4-0, wow, that's impressive.
Well, and that's what the state said as well, because you talk about the teams that are in there. You're talking about Cocoa. Cocoa is 3-time state champions. Mm-hmm. Now, their class, I think it was at 3A. Or 2A, but yet they play all the big guys in the state, and they have been winning the last several years. They got the same coach, so coming in, that's a big game. That's not something that when you look at if you had odds, Vero would not have been in favor for that game. You have Buchholz. Buchholz came into our stadium last year, beat us. They made it to the state semifinals, and here we go. We're going in, and they've got one of the top kids in the state for their one of their players. And yet, now we're going to their stadium, and then we come away with a win at the end, but we came away with a win. So that, I think rightfully so, we're being rewarded now. Again, it's all on max preps and where they think guys should be and all that. It's and all of it is fun, Paul. Now, it does play some significance when it comes to classification, where we stand in that district when we get the higher seed versus a lower seed. But really, none of that matters until the end when you start getting to playoffs.
Well, that is absolutely true. Let's look at the other team, Matt, the Fort Pierce Central Cobras. They're coming in here undefeated as well. I mean, based off of the power rankings, you see that their strength of schedule is not as strong. But still, they've gone out. They've won the games that they were supposed to win. And credit to Coach Watkins and his staff. They have changed the landscape and the culture here at Fort Pierce Central. This team has had a lot of struggles probably over the last 7 to 8 years.
Oh, there's no doubt. And you've got 3 Watkins down there, Coach Mike Watkins, Josh Watkins, it's their cousin, and then his son Blaine Watkins, who was one of my son, Hunter, his good friend. All of them got great football minds. They've been around the game a lot, and that's what you said. You used the word culture. They've created that culture here. They got athletes. They've always had some athletes, and now it's a matter of, hey, getting them to buy into the system. Mm-hmm. And here's what I was talking to one of their coaches earlier, and we were talking about the JV game. Their JV played our JV, and it came down to a close game, but they jumped out on front. And I asked him about that. He goes, we've actually got kids that are buying into wanting to play in the JV system just to get reps. All right, that bodes well year 2, 3, 4 into your system.
Yeah, absolutely does. So here's the challenge now for Fort Pierce Central, Matt. 2013, that's the last time Fort Pierce Central has defeated Vero Beach. Vero Beach has really had their number for quite a while now. So can they step up to the challenge? Can Vero maintain its momentum after a bye week with that first 4 weeks that have been absolutely fantastic? Can they keep the momentum going?
Well, I tell you what, here's what Fort Pierce Central has on their side, all right? Number one, they're going to be playing in front of a packed house for them. It's probably, talking to the coaches, it has sold out. I don't know how you can sell it twice, but it's sold out. Whatever tickets they put out,
right.
They had to get more tickets, and it's sold out. So they're going to have Fort Pierce behind them. The crowds, it's looking good. So they're going to have that, number one. Number two, during the summer, we ran 7-on-7 in a tournament. Fort Pierce Central came away with the win over Vero Beach. And I think we heard some of the talk from our players saying, hey, this one is personal. This is what they want to do. Because, I'm sure there was some some smack talking going on once you won the 7-on-7. So that's what Central has. Now, the third thing I think Central has is that, hey, when you get ranked number one, your opponent does, well, you want to knock them off.
Yeah, absolutely do. Well, the teams are heading out to the field now. We'll get set for kickoff here in just a second. Fort Pierce won the toss. They're going to defer, so Vero Beach will get a chance, hopefully, to see our offense out on the field here first. That'll be led by E.J. White. And E.J., who has stepped into the quarterback role, came into the season projected to be the starting wide receiver, but due to an injury to Champ Mons in the O'Galley game of Week 1, E.J. has stepped in and done a fantastic job. He has thrown for 768 yards. He's got 9 touchdowns to 2 interceptions as the kickoff will be a short one. Melbourne will take it, and Vero Beach is going to have really good field position to get this first drive off. So here we go. Up front, you're going to have Rojas, Dames, Phillips, Champ Smith, and Romeo Vargas. As we mentioned, E.J. White at quarterback. Hillsman will be in the backfield at running back. Then you got Stinson. You'll have Woods, Melbourne in at receivers, as Vero Beach will get the ball and start at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, a little squib kick, almost like I won't say it was a onside kick, but if it did hit a front guy, maybe it wouldn't have been a bad thing for Central, but it got through our front line, and we were able to grab it. Now, he could have let it go out of bounds, picked up a few yards, but, hey, you want to make a play. So, we got good field position, and we'll see what's going on. There's something going on the sideline. Not sure what's going on there, but it's a little bit of a delay.
E.J. White not only is using his arm, but he's using his legs as well. He's got 50 carries on the season, 285 yards, 4 touchdowns. His longest run of the season is 51 yards. As it looked like Woods was going to start in the ball game, but they did a quick personnel change here. And we'll see Dontellis Render come into the ball game, kind of in that makeshift tight end position, as Vero Beach will start with a relatively tight formation with a single receiver wide out to the left. Handoff's going to go to Hillsman. Jonathan trying to get past the line of scrimmage and actually might have just got back to the line.
Yeah, that was just a zone read. Hillsman's coming from his right to his left in front of E.J. E.J. has the option of either keeping it or handing it off. Looked like he saw something he wanted, handed it off, but Fort Pierce Central did a great job of stuffing that their defensive right side.
2nd down and 10 now for Vero Beach. This time we'll go with a single receiver to left side, 2 receivers on the right. Another handoff, Hillsman. He got caught in the backfield. That'll be a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, you got 3 down linemen for Central right now, and they didn't account for the guy coming across the middle, trying to get it to Hillsman. They see something they like, but Central said no go, and now we got 3rd and long.
So lose a yard, 3rd and 11 coming up for the Indians as the opening drive of this ball game. Four receiver package on 3rd and 11. Twin receivers on either side. Play action, White keeper off the left side. EJ to the 40-yard line. It will not be enough for a first down.
Yeah, see what coach is going to do here. We got. It looks like he's going to go ahead and punt the ball. Little quarterback keeper with EJ. Just looks like he takes it. He's going to drop back and just keeps it. And when you got a threat like that, he can pick up first downs, and we've seen that when his ability to do that.
Maurer will come in to punt the ball away. He's averaging 34.5 yards a punt. This one off the side of the foot will bounce around the 39-yard line. So that'll bring out the Cobra offense, led by Drew LaPlante. He's thrown for 611 yards, 12 touchdowns to no interceptions. He's got some good targets out there. A.J. Hill, Dwayne Simon, Marquand Burgess, Vaughn Adams, Trey Flowers. In the backfield, you'll see a mixture of either J.J. Blackwood, You might see Chevy Watts back there. The majority of the yardage for the offense for Fort Pierce Central has been through the passing game. First down and 10, starting from their own 39. Quick screen pass right side. And it'll be a pickup of nearly 4 to 5 yards on the play.
You're going to see that a lot. This is one of Mike Watkins, what he likes to do. It's a numbers game. And he's like, hey, if I can get my running back out there, we get a couple of blocks. It's like a sweep play, but trying to get your guy out in the open as quick as you can. And that was a nice little pickup on first down.
Yeah, that was Pratt on the swing. Bring up second down. Another swing, left side. Boy, this time in the backfield, and the Indians are all over it back to the 35-yard line.
But whatever they gained on that first play, they just lost plus some on that one. Once again, it was just a swing route. He starts from the right, comes in motion, goes all the way around, try to get like a bubble swing to the left. And Bobby Burbick was right on it. And he was nowhere to go.
That was Dwayne Simon for Fort Pierce Central, trying to find a hole somewhere and could not find it. Too many white shirts all over him. So now it's third down and 15. LaPlante looking for a receiver screen underneath. Got it. Turns it upfield to the 40, to the 45. And he'll have enough for the first down as he gets into Vero territory around the 48-yard line.
That was just a good play. You got guys being aggressive. The lineman coming upfield. It had a nice little seam for the young man coming across. Starts from his right to his left. Little screen play. Picks up a first down. He had a lot of hits that too. He was able to pick up the first down.
So reset the change now at the 47 of Vero Beach. Handoff, oh, what a hit in the backfield. My goodness. That was an impressive hit by Vero Beach.
Malachi Reed just flew in there from that defensive line position and blew it up.
Tackle for a 2-yard loss. We'll turn it into second down and 12. And Reed with an awesome play for a tackle for the loss. On second and 12, looked like early movement there. LaPlante lets it fly as he got hit. And what a breakup. Did he catch it for the interception? He did. Wow, what a play by Vero Beach to pick it off.
Oh, my goodness.
Was that Haywood?
That is, Micah Roberts.
Wow, what a play.
It was just a go route down the seam. He's playing safety. He reaches back one hand and grabs that as he's lying on his back, basically, to pull that interception in. What a great play.
My goodness. That is the second interception on the season for Micah Roberts. And so with that turnover, Vero Beach offense back out on the field. That's the good news. The bad news is they got to start from their own 10-yard line.
Here comes the Cobra offense.
So that first series, we went 3 straight run plays. We'll see if Coach opens it up a little bit or sees something they like and they can continue to run.
They shift out of one formation to a trips to the left side. Quick screen pass to the left side, looking for some blockers and nothing there. I don't even think he got to the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard.
Yeah, that's just a numbers thing. And you get to the short side of the field, you're thinking, hey, we can get a couple of numbers and make some blocks. And Fort Pierce Central, their defensive backs just blew it up. Not sure who the receiver is on that one, that last one.
Second down. They'll basically give him a no gain and make it second down and 10. White, play action. No, he did hand it off. There's Hillsman right up the gut. Hillsman to the 25-yard line and an Indians first down, brought to you by Frank Stawara and Tom Collins Insurance.
That's what they were looking for that first series, to get the numbers right there. And then you saw Jonathan Hillsman put his foot in the ground, get the ball, go right up the gut.
Number 6 and AJ Nathan March, number 23. First and 10, Vero.
So with that run by Hillsman, that gets Vero Beach past the 25 to the 27-yard line, where it's first down and 10. Indians will load over to the left side again with trips White on a keeper, right side, looking for a block. Gets to the edge. White to the 35-yard line, and nice pickup of 7.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you got your quarterback that can do that, it's just a keeper. It's just one more guy that you can block, and that's what we saw. You just he's a running back now, and you got more blockers than they have guys defending it, and that's what, Paul, a 9-yard gain on that one. That was
nice,
great first down play. That's our best first down so far.
So the ball is sitting at the Vero Beach 36, 2nd and 1. White from the gun. He's going to keep it again off the right side. He's got blockers in front of him trying to get to the sideline. He is down the sideline, just tripped up. He was almost gone, but he does get into Cobra territory for the first down.
If Chad DeVries doesn't come over and make that shoestring tackle, it looks like he's off to races. Looked like they had him hemmed up a little bit, but, man, you talk about elusive and just with his hips and the way he looks and just speed, man, turns into a big gain.
Picks up 21 on that run.
Now they're –
oh, did we get a penalty?
Huh.
I did not see the flag, but they are marking this one back. It's got to be a hold against the Indians.
So from where they marked it, what do we got here?
It's back to 2nd and 1.
This will be an official timeout.
So timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. There's no score in this ball game. We're in the first quarter.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com. The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods. This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinary Pools.
Well, a big play by E.J. White was wiped out thanks to a penalty against the Fighting Indians. So back up to the line of scrimmage where we had a 2nd and 1, and it will still be a 2nd and 1. Indians will have, looks like a 3-receiver package. They're going to have trips over on the left side as we've got 5 minutes and 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and there is no score. Vero Beach with their second possession coming off a Micah Roberts interception. This drive started from our own 10-yard line. Currently, the ball sitting at our 37. EJ set for the snap. He's going to hand off to Hillsman. Hillsman's got a hole. Hillsman to the 45-yard line. Bulls his way to the 47.
Well, that was a great job by Champ Smith, right guard, coming from right to left, pulls around and gives him a huge hole. And Jonathan doesn't need much, but that was it. Great play, good call, and that's what we need right there from Vero. Start pushing back a little bit on Fort Pierce Central on some of these runs.
Well, that's first down is brought to you by Frank Stewara at Tom Collins Insurance. As we get new life here, move the chains. Ball at our 47-yard line. Clock moving towards 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Single receiver on either side. White with the keeper. White able to move ahead for just about a yard gain, making it 2nd down and 9 now for Vero.
Wow, Fort Pierce Central from the left side. He knifed in so quick that EJ didn't even get a chance to get going. That was from the defensive line position. Looks like a defensive tackle possibly, just knifed right in.
Turles, the defensive end on the left side of the defense, making a play for the Cobras here, forcing a 2nd down and 10 for Vero Beach. They're going to go tight formation, but trips to the left side, a single on the right. Handoff's going to go to Hillsman. He's got a block. Hillsman into Cobra territory near the 45.
Nice job. That was a little zone read. Give it to Hillsman. We got a great job by the offensive line going up and making some blocks and picked up a big gain. Takes it to a manageable 3rd down play here.
Yeah, got to the 46-yard line, a 7-yard gain. Makes it 3rd and 3 now for Vero Beach. This could be a 2-down situation for the Fighting Indians, depending on how this play goes on 3rd down. Tight to the right side. EJ with the keeper looking to get to the edge. EJ turns it upfield, takes off a couple of tackles, and he's got the 1st down as he gets to the 35.
Wow, what a great job by everyone that was out there blocking. And EJ, how about that? Takes the first one, just lowers his shoulder pad coming from the left to right, and just like a sweep play, it bowls down, picks up 11 yards. And but I tell you what, you're talking about just an athlete. That is such a weapon to have.
So another 1st down for Vero Beach. Indians will line up, single receiver on either side. Got a couple of up backs. Hillsman in the backfield. Handoff's going to Hillsman, bouncing it to the left side. He's got a little bit of an angle. Hillsman to the 20. And another 1st down for Vero Beach.
Wow, handoff straight up. You got Marcus Melbourne on the left blocking along with Eli Rojas. Great job. And then a little blocking on the outside. If Hillsman doesn't stumble right out there at the end, he might have been off to the races.
Well, we got an injury timeout as one of the Cobras is down. We'll step aside. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting Fighting Indians sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Thanks to our partners, Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery in Vero Beach. Doctors Marcus Malone, Ron Robinson, and Kent Smiley love serving their patients and the community. Same day and next day appointments are available. More at VeroEliteOrtho.com.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
EJ takes the snap. Keeper off the right side. He's looking to get some blocks, but doesn't have much there in front of him, so he's only able to gain about maybe 2 yards on the play. It'll make it 2nd down and 8.
A little razzle-dazzle. We faked the, what you call a rocket, and then you fake the handoff to Hillsman, and he keeps it himself. Only picks up 1 or 2, but I like the play. I like the motion that's moving. You got linebackers and defensive backs having to try to find everything.
1 minute, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. We've got no score. Vero looking at a 2nd down and 8 as they are now in the red zone. A Hummingbird Care Services alert, and Hillsman having to shake off tacklers in the backfield just to get to the line of scrimmage, and it will be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, it looked like we had some guys trying to pull possibly, but nothing was going on, and Hillsman doing everything he could just to get back to the line of scrimmage if he did that.
So Vero Beach now looking at a 3rd down and 8 with the ball sitting at the 18-yard line. 66 seconds to go in this first quarter with no score. Indians will go to a huddle, which is a little rare for Vero Beach. And now they're going to take a timeout, talk some things over. We'll step aside. No score here in the first quarter.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Storer from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here and a former fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians.
Welcome back here to Lawnwood Stadium. Paul Tipton along with Matt Paris, Derek West down on the field. Don Dexter here with us on stats as we are 50 seconds left in this first quarter. Vero Beach, nothing. Fort Pierce Central, nothing. And Vero Beach looking at a 3rd down and 8 at the 18-yard line of the Cobras. 4-receiver package, twins on either side. Pass intercepted. Return going the other way unless somebody turns on the Jets, which EJ is. Can he get to him? 20, 15, and tackled at the 10-yard line by EJ White to save the touchdown. A pick by Fort Pierce Central.
Yeah, it looked like either a slant, double slant, or hitches. Either way, the throw was between both receivers. You had twins to the left. Both of them kind of ran a little stop routes or slants. He threw right between them, and it was an easy pick for Fort Pierce Central. He didn't have to do anything, but the ball was thrown right at him.
Yeah, so this ball's going to be placed right just inside about the 9-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Cobras at the 9-yard line.
Well, you saw the wheels from EJ. Now he needs to go get some oxygen.
Yeah, he turned on the Jets and made a touchdown-saving tackle on the interception return. The plant going to hand off up the gut to the 5, to the 1, to the end zone. One play, 9 yards for the Cobras, and they're on the board.
Well, that's what crazy things happen down here in Longwood, and that was one of them right there. We've had some really crazy games. It looks like everything's going for Vero, and then a pick, it takes it all the way down. And that young man got hit a couple of times. He just he was not going to be denied getting in the end zone.
So right now, the Cobras acting as if by formation that they want to go for 2. They got the little kind of swinging gate action going on here, but we do see the kicking tee is down there, so. And it looks like Garcia is going to kick this extra point. Waiting for the snap, and there's a flag down before the kick.
Looks like the left guard moved a little bit for Central right before the snap, so that's going to push him back 5 yards.
And indeed, penalty against Fort Pierce Central.
No swinging gate on this one.
Yeah, no. Turning this into a 25-yard extra point attempt. And the kick is blocked. It is blocked. So while the Cobras do get the touchdown, they can't get the extra point. Cobras lead here late in the first quarter, 6-0.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
The nonprofit Mental Health Association in Indian River County offers free walk-in screenings. No appointment is needed. Check out their other services at mhairc.org or walk in at 820 37th Place, Vero Beach, because it's okay to get help.
So an interception by the Cobras set them up 1st and goal from the 9. It took one play, and Pratt gets into the end zone for the score. Missed extra point. The Cobras lead 6-0. 28 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Cobras will get set to kick off. Again, they're going to go with this short kick that goes right out of bounds. That'll be a penalty, and we will see Vero Beach get the ball at the 35.
Or where it went out of bounds. Looks like they're marking it at the 40.
Okay.
Well, at least one guy's at the 40. We'll see what happens. But you get the option of going after the 35 or where it goes out of bounds. So it looks like the 35.
All right, so the Vero Beach offense has got to regroup here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to put it at the 40, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the option. If it goes past the 35 and it goes out of bounds, you can get it at the 35. You can make him re-kick. Or if it goes in front of that, you can take the ball out where it goes out of bounds. So that's really good field position for Vero. Paul, we were moving the ball. We had 5 first downs that drive alone.
Yeah, it was a good long drive that started from our own 10-yard line. And unfortunately, an errant throw resulted in an interception and ultimately a touchdown for the Cobras. Keeper by EJ, working up the middle to the 45, down at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, just keeper by EJ. I don't even know if there was a read on that one. That was just a student body right and picked up a nice gain on first down. We might see a lot of that this drive.
Yeah, 8-yard gain. That drive by Vero Beach took about almost 6.5 minutes. But that's the end of the first quarter as the Cobras are leading 6-0. Second quarter's coming up. This is Fighting Indians football.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
Lawnwood Stadium, Vero Beach on the road for week 6, and it's a district matchup against the Fort Pierce Central Cobras. And as we start the second quarter, Cobras are leading 6-0. Vero's got the ball. Second down. Paul, Matt, and Derek here tonight for this district matchup as E.J. White looking to throw out of the pocket, looking downfield, directing traffic. Now he's going to run it, turns on the Jets. He's at the 35 to the 30 out of bounds.
Well, we had some guys open, but I think wisely he just took the ball, scrambled out to the right, and picked up the first down and didn't force anything on that drive. And I like that because he got pressure right away, make your move, and get something out of it.
Picks up 21 on that run. And that is a Frank Stowara, Tom Collins Insurance first down. Ball at the 31-yard line of the Cobras. EJ's got 7 carries, 58 yards on the night. 21 of those just got the Indians in Cobra territory. Handoff's going to go to Hillsman off the right side. Oh, boy, there's going to be a roughing the passer penalty coming in as Hillsman gets down to close to the 20-yard line, and I think they're going to tack about 15 more on here.
Well, they should. It was a handoff. It wasn't even like it wasn't even a fake. It was just a straight handoff. EJ standing there, and the Fort Pierce guy just comes up and puts a shot on him. Luckily, the ref was right there looking at it like completely unnecessary.
10 yards on the carry by Hillsman. With the penalty, the ball now at the 11-yard line. First down and 10. That's a Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert now for Vero Beach, who find themselves down 6-0. Another handoff, Hillsman bouncing off the right side, inside the 10, down near the 5.
Yeah, we got the left side pulling, going all the way to the right. You hand off a little zone read to Hillsman, and he puts his foot in the ground, picks up about 4 yards, Paul. It's solid. We're getting some movement on that front line, and that's what we need from those big guys.
So second down. Ball at the 8-yard line. Indians can get a first down before getting to the end zone. Receiver in motion. White off the right side, finds a lane, trying to get to the angle. Did he get in there? He did. Touchdown, E.J. White from 8 yards out.
Wow, how about that? Just right off the right side, and then makes a move and just gets skinny and goes between a couple of Fort Pierce guys, dives in the end zone on the right side, and that's what E.J. White can do for you.
Man, I got to tell you, E.J. doesn't have to get skinny. He is skinny.
So he turns sideways and gets skinnier. But how about that, Paul? You give up a long interception, then you come right back, get good field position, and just a few plays you score. Answer the bell.
Good answer. You're right, Matt. As Swanson out now for the extra point. Snap, hold, the kick. They're all good, and Vero Beach takes the lead here in the second quarter, 7-6.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
So, Vero Beach answers the score by Fort Pierce Central with their own scoring drive. 5 plays, 60 yards, an 8-yard run by E.J. White. Extra point helps the Indians take a 7-6 lead here in the second quarter. This scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency. Maurer going to kick this one off. And it's going to go deep into the end zone, about 8 yards deep for the touchback. So, Matt, you're right. That's what you got to do as a quality team. You got to answer, and Vero Beach did.
They did it, and it wasn't even a question. It was like just straight runs. I mean, we had the one we were going to pass on, and E.J. White just put a show on right there. Hillsman had a couple of nice runs, but I loved how our offensive line, they were taking control of the trenches, and that's what we're gonna have to have.
All right, so Fort Pierce Central will start from their own 20-yard line. First down and 10, down by 1 point, 7-6. 10:43 to go in the second quarter. LaPlante. Swing pass.
Yeah, we got encroachment, Paul, on our left corner / spur. got a little jumpy.
So that's going to give 5 yards to the Cobras, where it'll be 1st and 5 from the 25. They'll stack 2 receivers on either side. LaPlante's got one back in the backfield off his left side. He's going to keep it. He's got a little bit of an lane, but boy, did it close in a hurry to the 30-yard line, a near first down if it's not.
Yeah, it looks like that. Oh, no, I don't think they're giving it to him. Yeah.
As it'll be 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Coach Watkins just spread them out. He had 2 guys way left, 2 guys way right. It spreads our secondary out, and then they've got the numbers in the box, and they're like, okay, quarterback, let's see if you can match what their quarterback's doing.
2nd and less than a yard. Pressure coming, and boy, they got the Indians to jump. And that'll be a first down for the Cobras. Indians were going to bring the house on that one.
Yeah, they were definitely bringing the house.
Put the ball at the 35-yard line where it'll be first down and 10.
It's just, it's a little frustrating for Coach because it's like it's unnecessary. You don't have to do that. Just be ready, play, see ball, go get it.
3 receivers set, 2 backs in the backfield. We'll plant from the gun. We'll swing pass to the back. Got enough of an edge there to the 40-yard line. A nice little 5-yard gain for the Cobra offense.
Well, Vero we had 5-6 guys on the line. We had Lance Stone as our single linebacker, and that was a great play by Mike Watkins. Just send your guy, your running back out, hit him on a little pass. We didn't set the edge. There was no one out there to set the edge.
Picks up 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Cobras, who are down 7-6 with 9:12 to go in this second quarter. Receiver in motion. LaPlante's looking. He's got time, looking downfield, and he's thinking about running, and will be forced out of bounds.
Oh, they're going to give him a very favorable spot on that one.
Yeah, about a 2-yard gain.
So that was a great job by our secondary. So what they ran, they look like they're going to run a screen to the right, but we call Fox, means the running back or one of the receivers looks like he's going to block, and then he takes off downfield. And our safety played that great. He did not bite on that, and the quarterback had nowhere to run or throw.
3rd down. We'll say a short 5. Spreading it out with 4 receivers. Trips to the left side. LaPlante wanting to keep it. He's got a little bit of a room there if he wants to get it, and he will plow his way past the 45 for the first down.
Yeah, that was just a great job by the quarterback because we had our guy, Duke, in the middle, and he had a clear shot on him. The quarterback just made a little juke move, and we had no one there, and he was able to pick up the first down. That should have gone nowhere, but he was able to pick it up. So, you tip your hat to that quarterback for making something out of nothing.
Picked up 6. Ball is at the Cobra 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 8:30 to go in the second quarter. Vero leading 7-6. Again, they're going to spread it out. Twin receivers on either side. Handoff. Pratt. And Pratt will bull his way for about a 3-yard gain to the 50.
Oh, a little pushing, a little shoving. But, that was Ryan Hendrickson getting in on the tackle on that left side. But, again, initial hit, picks up 3 yards.
Mm-hmm. So just past the 50-yard line, almost to the Vero 49-yard line. 2nd down.
Right now, Paul, it's our linebackers are getting they're getting a little lost, and they're not picking up the running back, and they're getting out of position, and that's why those extra yards they're and it's just staying back and making the read and trusting the read that you have, and then go make a play.
So second and 7, but a timeout's going to be taken, so we'll take a timeout as well. 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Vero leads 7-6.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
Cobras are looking at a 2nd down and 7. Just across midfield into Vero territory. And they've changed up the formation. A direct snap to the back, and it will go for almost 3 yards to the 45-yard line. About a good 4-yard gain, actually.
Yeah, it's going to bring up 3rd and short. That's just a little wildcat, bringing in an athlete, put him back there, and see if they can get motion. It's a little bit of Treasure Coast-esque.
So that'll set up a 3rd down and 3 for the Cobras. As A.J. Hill with the carry for the Cobras. And got to think here, Matt, that for Coach Watkins, this could be a 4-down call.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, with the right now, you're being able to pick up 2 or 3 yards. Yeah.
Yeah, and going with that same formation instead of LaPlante back there. Hill trying to find the edge off the right side. Indians trying to string it, and then Hill will just turn it up and get to the 40-yard line for the 1st down.
Yeah, that was just get the ball, go to the right. You got some blockers in front. Looks like it's going to be bottled up. And next thing you know, he is able to find a little hole and pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's going to be a timeout, official timeout for a water break with 6:23 to go in the 2nd quarter. Vero leads 7-6. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
The McCall Agency Inc. owner is a 4th-generation Vero Beach resident and big supporter of the community and the Fighting Indians. The McCall Agency Inc. is an independent agency and broker whose motto is securing your future one policy at a time. To learn more about personal, commercial, life, or health insurance services, Ron McCall can be reached at 772-473-6856 or McCallAgencyInc.com.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM. This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Sacred Alkaline Water.
LaPlante throws on a quick slant pass, and it goes incomplete, but a late flag, and this might go against Vero Beach on a roughing the passer by the Indians defense. Hey there, Paul, Matt, Derek here tonight for this district matchup at Lawnwood Stadium. And it will be a personal foul roughing the passer against Vero Beach. And that'll just move the chains for the Cobras deeper into Indian territory, where the Indians lead right now 7-6, 6:19 to go in this 2nd quarter.
Well, you just can't give up that stuff. Again, the same thing Central did to us. It's just, again, it's like it's unnecessary. You don't have to do it. Luckily, that kid dropped the pass because he might have scored on that one, on that deep slant.
Pressure's going to come. LaPlante's going to let it fire off the left side. Indians trying to string it out, and a great tackle in the open field there by Haywood.
Yeah, that was a great job. Just go quick pass out to the left, and he had some numbers, and Haywood just pulls him down. And that is over a 1-yard loss. So, man, great job on the secondary out there.
Brings up 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the Vero Beach 25. Indians leading over the Cobras 7-6. 5:40 to go and counting in 2nd quarter. 2 receivers spread out wide to the right, a single to the left. 2 backs in the backfield with LaPlante. He's looking to throw over the middle of the field. Ball batted at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete.
So Bobby Burbick maybe on that right end was able to get his hand up. Looks like we got a little blocked, but might have been him. And once again, trying to go to the slant on the outside. Bobby get his hand up, knock it down, brings up third down, Paul.
3rd down and 10 for the Cobras. Game got started a little bit late because of a lightning delay. We're at 5:25 remaining second quarter. 3rd and 10 for the Cobra offense. LaPlante, play action, rolling out right, looking downfield, launches it down the field, and it's going to be batted down and incomplete. Boy, the Cobras thought that they caught the ball, but the official says no.
Well, he said he was out of bounds. He didn't even say it was a no catch. So it might have actually made the catch, but he was out of bounds. So the ball just slung it up. They had a guy up open earlier on the right side, just going down. Indians were there. They knocked it down, it looked like. But another Fort Pierce Central guy was there, and it looks like they said he made the catch, but was out of bounds. Either way, it's incomplete.
So it's 4th down for the Cobras. As a good job by the Indian defense to bat it down. And boy, Burgess really thought he had that catch, but he was ruled out of bounds. So it's 4th down and 10 for the Cobras, who are going to go for it. LaPlante, again, going to launch to the right side, looking for his receiver, and it's caught! Touchdown! That's Burgess.
That was a great play. You had linebacker on a wide receiver / running back, and that was a mismatch. And how about the quarterback threw a dime, sticking it in the corner there on a 4th down play.
Wow, what a throw by Drew LaPlante. And Marquand Burgess with the catch gets his 6th touchdown of the season.
I know that wasn't our team, but I tell you what, when you see a good play is a good play.
You got to tip your cap.
Yep.
So the Cobras trying to see, they add that little swinging gate to their extra point set up here. Garcia getting set to kick for an extra point. Kick is up, and I believe it is good. Cobras retake the lead, 13-7.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Well, the Cobras answer to the Vero score with a drive of their own, 11 plays, 80 yards, and a 25-yard reception by Burgess. And the Cobras retake the lead here in the second quarter, 13-7. This scoring drive brought to you by the McCall Insurance Agency. We still got 5:05 to go in the second quarter as Vero awaits the kick from Garcia. He's going to squib this one, takes a couple of bounces, is picked up, and stopped around the 35-yard line as Marcus Melbourne on the return only got a couple of yards out of it. But, Matt, you can just feel the home crowd is really behind their Cobras right now, and you just feel the momentum is on the home side.
Oh, there's no doubt. And it starts plays like that right there where you get a squib kick. It takes the Sunday hop. It's an easy one. You take around. The Cobra guy literally dives in and is able to tackle your player. And it's like, if he doesn't make the tackle, we've got a big gain. But that's how the team stays up. That's how you keep the fans keep your team pumped up. And Vero right now needs to get a little energy and get a good drive here.
All right, so we start from our own 35-yard line, down 13-7. 3 receiver set. Handoff Hillsman off the right side. Jonathan will get close to the 40-yard line, about a 4.5-yard gain on the carry. Set up second down.
I think that was Trey Woods. I think it was Trey Woods
right.
on the carry.
Trey Woods got the carry.
Because I was thinking, man, if he'd have just looked, he's the vision. Jonathan Hillsman's got great vision.
Yeah.
And there was going right up the middle, and it was the holes to the left, but Trey went to the right.
This is Hillsman off the right side. Jonathan shakes a couple of tackles. Little stutter step down the sideline, 40, 35, and out of bounds.
And there's the vision right there. When to put the thrusters on, when to pause, when to make a move off to the right side. And, boy, you talk about dynamic and great blocking from our receivers downfield.
Picks up 27 yards. That is a Frank Stawara at Tom Collins Insurance first down, as the Indians now in Cobra territory at the 34. Indians with a couple of up backs. Single receiver on either side. Another handoff. Hillsman, not much this time. Set up second down.
We had guards and the center pulling from right to left, Big Champ Smith. And but the guys that were able to get him were from the backside of that. He wasn't even able to get to the hole. Fort Pierce did a good job of taking, and when they see the guys pulling, they're just supposed to go right down the line with them, and they did a good job of that.
Second down and 10. Clock continues to tick here in the second quarter. We're at 3:26 and counting. Vero trailing 13-7. White, play action, looking to throw. Still looking. Now he's going to let it fly down the sideline, looking for his receiver. And I believe it was intercepted in the end zone, and it was. Cobras with their second pick of the night.
Man, that was just threw it up for, I think it's Zay Stinson over there, and it's a 50-50 ball. But, it was got picked off in the end zone. That was a great play by the Central guy. Here, we talked about this. We talked about athletes. They've got athletes. We got some athletes. You can't get away with that ball when there's athletes on the field, and they've got dudes. Second interception tonight.
Second one tonight. Cobras will go to their 20-yard line where it'll be first down and 10. Drew LaPlante at quarterback. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to set up a screen, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Pratt, and he might have had some yardage there if he'd have caught that ball.
Well, he did. Crutchfield was blitzing from the outside. He put pressure on him because if he didn't, he definitely had some room. But he was able to get it off, luckily for Fort Pierce Central, instead of taking a big loss.
Second and 10. Clock will stop at 2:51. And this time, the Cobra offense will set up 3 receivers on the right, a single to the left, 1 back in the backfield. Receiver in motion. Play action, trying to set up a little screen underneath to the receiver, and boy, a good pursuit by the Indians. Not much going there, maybe a pickup of 2.
Well, we talked about, when we were talking to Coach Jankowski, that our offense ran that for the defense a lot because they know that they like to run that screen. We saw them get successful earlier, but defense read it, picked it up, linebackers came in and made the play.
Third down and 8. Two receivers on the right, single left. Play action, LaPlante looking to throw. He's got a receiver in the seam. It's caught. Shaking off a tackle, trying to keep it, and will get into Vero territory around the 30-yard line. A.J. Hill
with a big reception for the Cobras, and the Cobras are on the move.
That was a huge third down for the Cobras. And it's just a slant route. Guy came wide open, the little skinny post, if you want to say, and the quarterback put it right on the numbers. Great play. He almost fumbled it as he was running, but
yeah, he did.
We were able to stop him. So now, instead of getting the ball back, now we're hoping, okay, let's keep him from scoring.
It'll be 1st and 10. Cobras will have it at the Vero 30. Twin receivers on either side. Handoff, Pratt right at the line of scrimmage, maybe gets a yard out of it.
They're just going to milk the clock down right now, Paul. Minute and 43. I guess they just took a timeout.
.48-yard completion from LaPlante to A.J. Hill has got them at the Vero Beach 30-yard line. Now they're taking a timeout here. It'll be 2nd down when they get back to play. Hey, I want to remind you, every Tuesday night, Gary and I are with Coach Jankowski at Cap's Pizza for Coach's Corner. Feel free to come by and join us and be a part of the show. It starts at 6 p.m. every Tuesday night at Cap's Pizza. Right now, Vero Beach in a dogfight with district foe Fort Pierce Central. The Cobras leading 13-7 with a minute 43 to go in the second quarter, and they are on the move at the Vero Beach 30. And, Matt, the Cobras will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Oh, yeah, this has been all Cobra half. I mean, we've had the one drive for Vero, but other than that, it's been all Cobra. And I just was watching Coach Watkins was not happy as he was sitting there. They had a little read option where the quarterback either hand it off or throw it to a screen. Well, they had their 2 against our 2, and we were playing way off. It would have been wide open and potentially big yards for Cobra.
2nd and 10. LaPlante, pressure coming, trying to set up for another screen, and a nice tackle. Great job. Don't get a taunting call here as Stone with a nice tackle, and that play goes nowhere.
That was actually is a great call. We had a blitz all out going in, and the quarterback was able to get it off to the running back. But Lance Stone did his job and made the play, avoiding the guard who was coming out to clean his clock. But what a nice job, because they once again potential was there, but you got to make the play.
So we got 65 seconds to go before halftime. LaPlante again trying to set up another screen, and boy, the pressure forced him to throw that ball quickly as you had Big Champ Smith in there providing some pressure.
He certainly did. Boy, we tell you what, we needed that. That looked like the play that we got picked on. He just threw into an area. They got their pick. We weren't able to, but now it brings up a 4th down. And, Paul, obviously, you sit there and you go, all right, this is a big play. It's a big play. Like you said, they're going to get the ball in the second half. Coach Watkins is going to call another timeout, but they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So this is if we can stop them here, that's big for us.
Yeah, right now, Matt, Vero obviously just does not look like everything is clicking very well right now, on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, well, you're starting to see like E.J. White has been phenomenal. This young man, our Champ Mons, as he went down, E.J. White has stepped up in such a big way that he's got some big wins, took us to that number 1 ranking. But right here, we've seen some plays where you can't throw that ball.
Let's check in with Derek.
Guys, going to be really important on this 4th down to be in the right coverage. We were in the wrong coverage the last time, and they were able to kind of throw it right past us. So we need to really make sure that we're hearing our assignments and playing within the structure of our defense.
It's 4th down and 10. At the 30-yard line of Vero Beach, Cobra offense heading back out on the field. Drew LaPlante has thrown a touchdown pass. And LaPlante looking on 4th down. He's got to roll out. He's going to let it fly. He's got a receiver, and it's caught inside the 20-yard line, and that'll be a Cobra 1st down.
So tremendous pressure by Vero, and he was able to just throw it up, and somehow, some way, a Cobra guy is right there, and now we got a Vero guy that I think it was a friendly fire type hit. And they got a 1st down, Paul.
To the 17-yard line.
48 seconds to go. It looked like I'm tell you what, man, the kid from the quarterback from Central, he's getting pressure. We're getting a lot of pressure on him, and he's just finding his guys.
So first down and 10. And the Cobras will tighten up the formation here at the 17-yard line. But LaPlante's looking to throw. He fires over, and this is going to go well over his intended target. He was looking for Burgess on the right side. It'll be incomplete, and that will bring up second down. The clock will stop with 30 seconds to go.
He was looking for Burgess, doing a wheel route coming up from on the right side, and we had defenders there, but he didn't even give him a chance to throw it out of bounds.
Second and 10. They're going to send 3 receivers tight to the formation, but 3 on the left side, a single on the right. LaPlante, pressure coming again. It's batted down. Bobby Burbick in there to swat it away.
Yeah, we were coming. We were bringing pressure from the left side with Crutchfield. Bobby got free on the right side, defensive right side, and was able to bat it down. And not a lot of time off the clock, but 3 minutes, third down, 26 seconds. Still a lot of time. We need 2 big plays.
Third down. .26 seconds to go. 13-7 score. Cobras on top. Cobras with the ball at the Vero Beach 17. And Vero Beach just jumped off sides and gave him 5 free yards to make it a 3rd and 5.
You know, coaches also have good games, bad games, but right now Mike Watkins is calling a good game. What a great time to call a no play. And Vero's just, they know this is big. They just picked up free 5 yards and to get them in a manageable first down.
So now 3rd and 5 at the 12. LaPlante looking. He's got a receiver in the air. It's intercepted. Turning it upfield, and that is Hillsman, I believe. Yeah, Jamarian Hillsman with the interception.
Now, that was a great play. Look for the slant again. Threw a little bit behind him, and we were able to pick it off. That's a huge – there's a flag on the play. They're going to call probably a block in the back after the
on the return.
On the return.
15 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Yeah,
and it'll be a penalty, a block in the back against Vero Beach. So that's going to put the ball at the 5-yard line. Got to think here, Matt, you probably just take a knee and go to the locker room.
Absolutely. Just got away with one. That was a great defensive stand by Vero. We needed that. And, yeah, take your knee, go to the locker room, regroup.
Hillsman gets his first interception on the season. Prevents the Cobras from getting a touchdown on that drive. The Indians are going to spread this one out. 4-receiver set, twins on either side. Keeper by EJ. EJ will work his way to the 10-yard line and most likely will be the last play of this half. As we're at 4 seconds. And, yeah, Vero Beach will just let this one run out. Or will they? Are they going to take a timeout? Yeah, they took a timeout there, Matt, so they got 1 second left on the clock, I believe.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, so Cobras are thinking that it's halftime, but the whistle blew with at least 1 second left on the clock. So Coach Jankowski going to take one more possible shot here, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
why not?
Hey, what's the worst thing that can happen? They pick 6 and you're down by 2 scores.
It's true.
But if you actually get something, you go all the way, then you know what? You kick the field goal and you go up. Why not?
Well, I'm not sure much can happen here with 1 second left on the.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
you're either scoring or not.
Yeah. Not sure if it's time to pull out the Stanford play here, but
Yeah.
all right. So 2nd down, 1 second on the clock. White going to keep it off the right side. And nothing there, and that will get us to halftime as Vero Beach will go to the locker room trailing Fort Pierce Central 13-7. Indians just have not looked sharp here after the bye week in this district game. As we will go down to the field, Derek Scott, Coach Jankowski.
Coach Jay, thoughts on the first half?
We had a couple turnovers. We figured it was going to be a tough game, so we're obviously in something here, and we got to clean some things up and have a cleaner second half.
Absolutely. It has to be big to get that turnover right there at the end of the half.
Yeah, for sure. That was a big play. We had given up some 4th downs, and they were able to extend some drives. They're doing a good job, so we've got to clean some things up and come play a cleaner, second half.
All right, absolutely. Thank you, Coach.
Cobras will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. It is now halftime in Vero Beach, trailing Fort Pierce Central 13-7. Stick around. We've got the Genesis Church of Vero Beach halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians with host Bobby Paris. This is Fighting Indians football.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids. Stick with me.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians halftime show, brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians. Hi, I'm Bobby Paris, and I have the privilege of interviewing the moms of our football players. These ladies are the #1 fans of these players. My guest this evening is the adorable Nikia Crutchfield. She is the mother to Jordan Crutchfield, number 7, defensive back, wide receiver. Talk about talent. Jordan plays both offense and defense and happened to catch the pass in the end zone for the win against Gainesville-Buchholz. Welcome, Nikia.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you. So, Nikia, this is all about you. So tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Nikia Crutchfield, and I am the mother of Jordan Crutchfield. I am currently a dermatologist, and I recently graduated from Tech University with my master's degree in dermatology. I'm also a general practitioner, aka doctor. I help plenty of people maintain health. I was born and raised in Fort Pierce, Florida, and I have 3 adorable kids, 2 daughters, and 1 amazing son named Jordan Crutchfield. I also have 2 wonderful grandsons that I just had this month, all at the same time.
Okay, Nikia, you're a dermatologist. All right. Do you have people coming up to you constantly saying, I need you to look at this. This is looking kind of weird. What do they do?
As a dermatologist, not only do I deal with skin cancer, I deal with all types of skin conditions, from acne to eczema to whatever that's on the skin that's concerning you, I will deal with it. I also deal with general medicine. So anything that have to do with general, you're coughing, you're sneezing, anything, I'm the one that will take care of you.
You are all health. You're all the whole body. I'm going to ask you something. Do you have anything for old age spots? No, I'm just kidding. Not really, but we'll talk later. Anyway, I know that you kind of told me a story about how you actually got into dermatology.
How I got into medicine was when I was a young girl. My father had passed away, and that really encouraged me to go off and be a doctor. Just seeing my father go through what he was going through, it really made me feel very depressed. It made me feel, why was this happening to him? So growing up, every day that went by, it just motivated me to go and become a doctor.
I think that is great. And so you look at it as more kind of like a mission in a way. So you'll help those who can afford it and have insurance, but you also help those who cannot. You are basically an advocate for those who need help. And I think that is, God blesses those who bless other people. So kudos to you. Were you raised around sports?
So basically, I was raised around sports. When I was in high school, I used to play basketball, and I also ran track.
All right. I think you said something about you were a Forrest Gump, so yes, I think that's great. I think that's great. Jordan's with us today, and he looked at his mom like, you ran track? So anyway, we always learn, don't we? Learn things. And when he's got good genes, then I can see that. You're a busy lady, especially this time of year. You have one at home, but he's a busy guy. How do you keep your home and family organized during this busy time?
I have help. I have my mom to help support me. And also, basically, we just talk and communicate. Mm-hmm. We communicate with each other. We let each other, one. Like if Jordan would say, Mom, I'm finna, go off and do this. And then I will have to, make arrangements to make things happen for him,
Okay. I think that's great. You're there for him, and that's your main job, But boy, we love those mamas, don't we? They can step in and help out. And door dashing's not too hard either. Anyway, and I do know that the team is fed every day after practice thanks to our amazing booster club. But I know Jordan is a big boy. So is he still hungry when he gets home?
Not all the time, no. No, he's not hungry, but if he were hungry, it's always something there for him.
So he'll eat whatever's put in front of him. Okay, I think that's great. Little switch here. I always talk about how important grades are. How are Jordan's grades? How is he in the classroom?
Jordan is a very smart and intelligent young man. He's very organized when it comes to his schoolwork. His main priority is schoolwork and playing football.
I think that's the way it should be right now. All right, these boys are busy though, in a school, homework, practice, and then whatever else comes along. And I don't know if he dates or not, but there's always girls. Do you require his help around the house?
Yes, mainly Jordan's responsibilities around the house is to mainly keep his room clean. Wash dishes every once in a while, but mainly just to keep his room clean because there's a lot of girls in the house and we mainly keep the house tidy.
Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this piece. I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids, stick with me.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Once again, Bobby Paris.
My guest this evening is the adorable Nakia Crutchfield. She is the mother to Jordan Crutchfield, number 7, defensive back, wide receiver. Does Jordan have a plan after graduation? After all, I heard that there was a verbal commitment to UK, which I love. Lived in Kentucky growing up, and it is a beautiful state. So tell us about that.
So Jordan was offered to go to UK, and I agree with it. I support it. You know, whatever he wants to do, I'm there to support him. And no matter what choices he make, I will back him up. They are very respectable people. Just as long as my son agree and likes it, I agree and likes it as well.
Okay. Got to be on the same page with that. And when you're on the same page, it works, you know. And those coaches are probably great. They're going to take good care of him. I think that's terrific. Does he have any other interest besides football?
So Jordan mainly likes, his main thing is football. He also used to play basketball every once in a while. So his main thing is sports. But outside of sports, Jordan, he loves to go out to eat. He loves join fishing and swimming, and also, you know, he loves doing a lot of things that young boys love to do.
Okay, I think I heard he has sort of a partner in the fishing. That's Champ. Maybe they like to go fishing. But I also heard that you and your mama taught him how to fish, maybe.
Yes. So when Jordan was growing up, that's all we did was fishing. I love fishing. I go fishing when I have spare time. That's like my getaway. I love to go out and see the water, enjoy the water. I love it.
I think that's great. I enjoy fishing too. I really do. I ask most of my moms that I interview this question, and I get some interesting answers. Give me 3 things that you feel are necessary for securing a child's success.
So the 3 things that I think that will secure a child's success is, number 1 is staying focused on their goals, to make sure that they always stay focused and don't let nobody tell you that you cannot do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm here to tell you that you can do whatever you want to do in life. If you focus on it and you say, okay, this is what I want to do, and you put the plan in motion, you can do it. It's always somebody there will help you to get to where you want to be. And the second thing is respect. Respect for yourself and respect for others. The main thing is to respect people and to respect yourself as well. If you respect yourself and you show people that you are a responsible person, a trustworthy person, and that you are respectable, people will give you the same respect. And the third thing would be, the first thing would be God. Let me take all the other ones back. The first thing will be God. If you're ever in a situation, God will always be there to back you up. Right. I am a living witness of it. I have had plenty of nights where I was going through school, going through what I was going through, and I prayed to God, and He got me through it. He is the reason why I am a doctor today.
That is amazing, and He will. He'll reach out to you, and He'll be there for you when nobody else is.
That's true.
All right, Nakia. If you could have a Nakia day, what would that look like?
A Nakia day would be meditating. I love to meditate. I love to listen to music. I love to be in a peaceful, safe spot. I love to just relax and just focus on the better things. Like, I like to just in a peaceful place.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're in a peaceful place, that resonates to everyone else in the home, and your home becomes peaceful. Yes. And that's what's important. Yes. You know, we need peace, don't we, in our world today?
My focus is being closer to God. And without God's energy and without God's grace and mercy, you can't get nowhere. Because there's people out there that cannot go to God because of the sin that they have created. If you young right now, if you limit the sins that you do, God will open plenty of doors to you will never imagine. You can never imagine the things God can do for you.
That's right. And if you've created some of these scenes, he also has forgiveness.
Yes.
Thank goodness. Okay. All righty, Nakia. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
So I would like to give a shout out to you guys for having me and Jordan here. I would like to give a shout out to my mom, and I would like to give a shout out to both of my sisters.
He has got a real good fan base, doesn't he? And I have just enjoyed getting to know Jordan, too. You know, I just get to know the moms. They got the helmets on. I can't see who's who. I got to go with their numbers. But anyway, Jordan's a good-looking guy, so he's going to go far. It has been such a pleasure to talk with you and get to know you and Jordan and the Crutchfield family and the Clutch. I just know that we are all going to be watching number 7 as he helps his team to a great victorious season. You all are going to be the 12th man in the huddle up in the stands, loud and proud. So with that, we end by saying,
Go Fighting Indians!
Hello, I'm Derek, the senior pastor of the Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
And I am Ryan, the voice of Genesis Church of Vero Beach.
We would like to invite you to...
Wait a minute, I should do this because I'm the voice.
Then you go right ahead, Ryan.
I will. I would like to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:15 a.m. for worship at our new location.
It's at 3660 16th Street, right beside Rosewood Magnet School and right across the street from Leisure Square Recreation Center, right here in Vero Beach.
Hey, I was going to say that before you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Please continue.
At Genesis Church, we love Jesus and we love people, so we hope you come join us this Sunday at 10:15 a.m.
The Genesis Church of Vero Beach, a place of love where honest men are known, unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone.
You talk too much.
Thanks, Ryan.
Stick with me, kids, stick with me.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system, thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Christian FM is supported by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping Incorporated, providing licensed and insured services in Vero Beach since 1991. Their services include lawn care, landscape design, irrigation, pest and termite control, mosquito misting systems, and seasonal preparation. Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping takes pride in always keeping your property looking its best. 772-569-8680 or CaribbeanLawn.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church of Vero Beach. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, Gary's got a little bit of a wardrobe change here overall, but Gary's on assignment with UCF as they head to Kansas to take on Kansas State in Manhattan tomorrow. So Matt is up here with me in the booth as, this is, I don't know, Matt, district games are always kind of have their own life. As Coach Jay always talks about, every game has a life of its own. But it seems like when we play district games, and especially when we play district games on the road, it doesn't ever seem like we are ourselves. Like somehow we lose our identity. You agree with that?
No, I agree. Whether we're playing here at Longwood or down at, I think it's
South County.
South County Field. Yeah, we have to overcome a lot of stuff that we normally don't do. Like tonight, 2 interceptions in the first half. We have some good drives going, and then we get just some stalls, and it's like just a little uncanny for us. And, when we're down here in Fort Pierce, there is something about it.
Yeah, and then I think you have to add in, too, the fact of, it was a weird start because of the weather delay. So everybody gets here
We don't know how long the delay is going to take. And then all of a sudden you get, we got the all clear. You got 20 minutes. We're going to get on the field. And, even for us as a broadcast, we were trying to scramble, trying to figure out, okay, are we going to do a full pregame? I can only imagine what's going through these, these kids, trying to get ready for a ball game. It's like, do I get psyched up? Do I, chill out? What do I do? And it just kind of felt like Vero Beach is kind of like sleepwalking right now.
Well, I think sometimes you can get lulled into the rankings that you get.
True.
And hey, we're number 1 in the state, or in our classification, number 2 overall. Hey, we're just going to come in here, we're going to do our thing, and we take the ball back. We're like, they're going to kick off to us. Great, we'll go down, and then we go 3 and out. And the next thing you know, we're at it's 16 or 13-7 at halftime.
All right. Well, I'm very curious to hear what might have been said in the locker room. So let's head down to the field, check in with Derek. Derek, remember, it's a family show.
Absolutely. And that's what I thought when I first went in there. And he said, guys, there's a lot of times in a lot of games that I can chew out, and this is not one of those times. If you look back on offense, there was a lot of domination in our offense in that first half. We were not able to finish drives. So the message really on both offense and defense is to know your assignments and to finish the drive. And I think pretty good message that resonated with all our players, both on offense and defense.
Yeah, I agree with you, Derek. I mean, the total numbers right now between the two teams is 145 for Fort Pierce Central to 143 for Vero Beach. So, I mean, it's a real difference. And both of them have given 2 turnovers. So the only difference is Fort Pierce Central capitalized.
Opportunistic on defense. We had 2 really big turnovers with a really incredible catch in the first quarter. In the second quarter, we really did a good job right there, kind of limiting their touchdown right there. That was a huge, huge turnover. And if you look in that first half and that 4th down, I think that conversion that they scored that touchdown on, we're kind of in the wrong coverage there, and so we're just talking about buttoning up and getting into the right coverage. On offense, talking about putting it in the end zone when we're inside the red zone, really important.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, again, you kind of got the sense that, like, okay, Vero Beach will all of a sudden start clicking and things will roll over. I mean, right now, the biggest challenge is they've got to come out on defense and force a 3 and out.
Oh, there's no doubt. We can't go down 2 touchdowns right now, especially if we can't get the passing game going. If we can get the passing game going, all right, I think we'll be fine. I mean, coming into this game, E.J. White was 73.9%. So 74% completion rate.
Yeah.
That's good. Right now, as it stands, I think he's 1 for 3 with 2 interceptions.
Yes, and minus 1 yard.
And minus 1 yard.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get that going. But, this is going to be crucial right here to come out and get a stop and, not have any silly penalties to extend drives as well.
Do you think that we'll try to go to more of a run game first and then try to get to the pass later?
I think the defense will dictate that, and we'll see what Coach Jay does.
All right, well, let's turn around and get into the game action here as the third quarter is about to get underway. As Fort Pierce Central won the toss at the beginning, they deferred, so they are going to receive the ball to start this third quarter of play. And the Cobras leading 13-7. As the Indians will get set to kick the ball away here in just a moment. Next week, Vero Beach returns to the Citrus Bowl to take on Booker T out of Miami. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Of course, our coverage with our countdown to kickoff presented by Cap's Pizza begins at 6 p.m. Riley's going to kick it deep into the end zone for the touchback. And so the Cobra offense, up by 6, will head out to the field starting from their own 20-yard line.
Paul, they've had that now 3 times straight from their 20-yard line, and 2 times they actually drove down and they scored on one, and we had to actually get a stop on the other one in the end zone. So they have had a couple of sustained drives themselves. The only really difference is they had a pick that took them all the way down to the 9-yard line. We had a couple of picks where we had to come out of the end zone.
Well, LaPlante, 10 of 18 for 111 yards, but had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, will come out and lead the charge. Actually, they're going to go back to this formation we saw early in the ball game where it's more like a Wildcat setup and a direct snap, and that's going to gain them 11 yards on the first play.
Well, I tell you what, we had a lot of penetration there, but the problem was he faked it to the Pratt, and Pratt didn't have the ball, and we had the whole white jerseys on him. Luckily, a safety came up and made a play on Blackwood.
So here comes Drew LaPlante after the Cobras get a first down they're to the 31-yard line now. And they'll line up 4 receivers. They're real tight to the formation. Handoff. Pratt stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Will set up second down and 10.
Yeah, good. Once again, good penetration by Vero. They're coming off the ball really good right now. They got looks like a central young man is down. That looks like number 0.
That's Pratt.
Okay.
Kyron Pratt. Might be
looks
a
like
cramp.
Yeah. He's got a cramp. I tell you what, and this is what they've been doing really well. We've actually had pressure on them. He's able to spin off and then not take the loss and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's able to get up. They got him stretched out. He's going to head to the sideline. He's second down and 10 coming up for maybe second and 9. Looks like they're going to give him, well, no, it is second down and 10 at the 31-yard line. If you're just joining us, we're just into the start of the third quarter where the Fort Pierce Central Cobras are leading the Vero Beach Fighting Indians 13-7. On second down, LaPlante throws, finds his receiver Burgess around the 40-yard line.
Got to be enough for pretty close to a first down. That was hey, nice job by LaPlante. I mean, the quarterback, he was. We had a guy going downfield, and the second receiver just pulls up at about 7-8 yards, and they got enough cushion and found the open receiver.
First down and 10 for the Cobras. Now they're going to send 2 receivers on either side in a stack formation. Little screen pass. And a good open field tackle as Polonese there to make the stop.
Well, Polonese had to run. He was given about an 8 to 9 yard cushion. And as soon as a long throw all the way across the ball was on the right hash, it was a screen all the way out to the left past the numbers. And Polonese closed in quick and was able to make a great open field tackle.
Loss of 1 will make it second and 11 at the 40-yard line of Fort Pierce Central. 9:45 and counting, third quarter. LaPlante, pressure coming, looking for the receiver and just throws it away. Boy, LaPlante got up and was upset, thought he got hit late.
Yeah, he did, and the running back for Central just got caught up in the wash, and there was no one there for the screen play.
So now third and 11, Matt.
Paul, what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot of respect from our defensive backs for their guys. They've got speed. They can catch the ball. You're seeing that in previous games. You saw a little bit of blood in the water in our secondary. We were able to they had a little swag to them. Right now, you're just seeing that there's some respect going on for the Central receivers.
Twins on either side now. Receiver in motion. LaPlante's got pressure coming again, and he's going to go down with a sack.
And that's Champ Smith in there. Is that Champ Smith?
Yeah, Big Champ.
That is Big Champ. He had pressure coming from the outside and the left from Crutchfield, who blitzed. And Champ Smith, you see the energy in the big guy able to get in there and make a play.
So, even though the Cobras got a first down, the defense did its job to lock down and now is forcing a punt by the Cobras.
That's how you neutralize good receivers.
That will be this will be the first punt of the night for the Cobras as Danny Garcia drops back to punt. 2 receivers back deep for Vero Beach. Timeout's going to be taken. Coach Watkins upset. Something was not right on this special teams play. We'll take a break. It's 8:42 here in the third quarter.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to our partners, Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery in Vero Beach. Doctors Marcus Malone, Ron Robinson, and Kent Smiley love serving their patients and the community. Same day and next day appointments are available. More at VeroEliteOrtho.com.
Teams back out on the field after the timeout by the Cobras. Garcia for Fort Pierce set to punt. Garcia gets a high, towering punt away. It's caught. Return to the 45, to midfield and into Cobra territory. Indians with good field possession for their first drive of this second half.
That was Trey Woods coming up, making a great catch on that. The ball was a high kick, and that is such a tough thing to do in high school football, to gauge it with, can you catch it, fair catch it, let it bounce. He was able to do it and then make some moves. And, of course, we know what he can do when he can catch a ball.
Yes,
from last year.
indeed.
We saw that.
So they're going to spot this ball at the Cobra 46-yard line. So the offense, they had 143 yards of offense in that first half of play. Let's see if they can make some adjustments here and get some production. Trips to the right side. White, keeper, off the left side, looking for a block. He's got one. Shakes a couple of tackles to the 30 and down at the 29.
Wow, that was a quarterback keeper. It looked like he probably had a ability to run a screen out there on the right, but he saw what he liked in the box as far as the numbers and kept it and went round to the left. He got a good block from his guys and a little shake and bake and picked up the first down.
Picks up 17. That's a first down and 10, brought to you by Frank Stewara, Tom Collins Insurance. Some good blocking to pave the way for E.J. White, and then he was able to use some athleticism to pick up 17 on that carry. And we're at the Cobra 29. Again, trips on the right side, a single receiver left. Keeper again by E.J. He's got some blocks, trying to spin out of a tackle and to the 15-yard line.
Wow. I tell you what, same play. They saw the same thing, different formation for Vero, so it looked like a different one, but it was the same run off the left side. And EJ looks like he was going to get tackled and did a spin move and picks up some extra yards. And, Paul, we got a Cobra down right now.
Yes, we do. We'll step aside. Vero Beach is on the move here, down by 6.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic, when the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or ParisFamilyChiro.com. EJ's got 12 carries, 105 yards. 15 of those just came on the last run. Has us at the 14-yard line. First down and 10. That brings us to a Hummingbird Care Services red zone alert. Another keeper by EJ, trying to get to the right edge. Still on his feet, battling all the way to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to have a little horse collar tackle, but he was able to. That was just a zone read. You've got Hillsman coming in right in front of him. He decides to keep it and picks up a few yards. And it looked like it was going to be a horse collar, but wisely, Fort Pierce Central pulls off from the grabbing the back of the jersey.
They're going to stop him at the 11, so he'll pick up 4 on the play.
Nowadays, Paul, everything, there's options on every play. It might look like it's just a straight run, but there's options on it for either for him to throw or the zone read, either way.
They're going to stretch it out left side, trips. White looking off the right side, and he got caught, but he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even gain a yard, as he was going to look like it was overload to the left side, but they countered back to the right.
Well, they did, and we had Champ Smith was pulling. It looked like Champ was on that right side, and the guy just got right around him, and it was able to knife in and grab EJ by the legs and pull him down.
They'll actually spot it back at the 11-yard line, so no gain for third down. Indians need to get just past the 5, almost to the 4 to get a first down. White off the right side, trying to turn it up, and he will have enough for a first down. It'll be first and goal.
I don't know, Paul. I think they're calling a fourth down, buddy.
Really? Boy, it looked like he was there.
I know. It's going to be about a ball length, it looks like.
Wow, I would ask for a measurement on that. Let's check in with Derek.
He's about the size of my head short, so he's got about less than half a yard.
That's about half a field right there.
I walked right into that one.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, big decision by Coach here. You got to.
I think you have to, man.
Yeah.
I think that right now this is critical. You got to. I don't know that we could try to settle for a field goal here.
I don't even know if that was a decision.
Probably not. Fourth down. White trying to keep it off the right side. Shakes off the tackle, lunges for the end zone.
And
Touchdown.
Oh, my. He was hit in the backfield not once but twice. It was able to get around it. It looks like it was going to get him no gain. Ends up knifing through on the right side and scoring. Oh, you said it right. Oh, my.
Wow, what an athletic move by E.J. White, who was not going to be denied. I mean, folks, I'm telling you, if you've not seen E.J. White before, 6'2", 160 pounds. But he does not play like he's 160 pounds. He plays much tougher than that and stronger than that. Swanson now set for the extra point. High snap, but the kick is up, and it is good. Vero Beach retakes the lead, 14-13.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Caribbean Lawn and Landscaping.
Lawnwood Stadium's where we're at tonight. Road game for the Indians taking on district foe Fort Pierce Central in a 6-play, 46-yard drive. The Indians are back on top, 14-13, thanks to a 5-yard run by E.J. White. And that is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as the kick by by Maurer actually goes 3 yards deep into the end zone for another touchback, Matt.
That's a weapon. You know, there's no return, there's nothing. You just kick it in the end zone, and it just you don't have that. It's pretty rare in high school. There's good kickers out there. Well, I think we've got 2 kids that can actually do that.
Yeah, that's 4 tonight.
Yeah, that's impressive.
All right. Using up 4 minutes on that last drive. We've got 4:39 to go left in the third quarter. It's a 1-point game now for Vero Beach with the lead, 14-13. Cobras will familiar story, start from their 20. LaPlante, play action, looking for a receiver. It's caught, 35 to the 40-yard line.
A lot of cushion. We talked about that out there. That was just a deep slant, if you want to say, or post route coming in. We had a man-to-man going on that outside. He was giving him a lot of cushion. Plant put it right on where he was supposed to. Great reach out and catch for the Cobras, and a good first down.
Trey Flowers with the catch. And it's a first down for the Cobras. Ball at the 40-yard line. Twin receivers on either side. Plant looking, fires, looking for his receiver. It will fall incomplete. Good coverage by Vero Beach as LaPlante had to put it short of where he really wanted to go because he saw the coverage there.
Yeah, that was good coverage. And but Coach Mike Watkins and him and Coach Jankowski, they're just offensive guru guys. They're going to do their best. I mean, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. They got some players, and he is going to put his guys in the best position to make plays.
Second down and 10. Plant keeper, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a half a yard gain. Looked like he was going to hand that ball off, and last second pulled it back out, and oh boy, he was close to getting away with it.
It was a good read. It was a last minute, a zone read. He got the running back. He's just put it in the belly. The last minute he pulls and keeps it himself, which is a smart play because the other guy would have taken a loss.
Third down and 10.
Oh, he's moving. I was waiting. He's moving. Are you going to call that?
Yeah, it's going to be a false
tackle.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start and turn it into a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, that was an interesting. He did the old lean back, and you're like, that should be a penalty.
3:32 to go. Third quarter. 14-13. Vero Beach 1-point lead. Cobras staring at a 3rd and 15 from their 35. They're going to send 3 receivers left. Play action. LaPlante looking for his receiver. It is caught. And that is A.J. Hill. He's got enough for a first down.
All right, so I'm going to push rewind and play. So we got a deep slant. It's a one-on-one. We're giving about 8 to 9 yards cover or cushion, and they're just running post routes. And Plante's just putting it on the money, and it's really an easy pitch and catch. And that's a big third down.
Picks up 21. They're at the Vero 44. 1st and 10. LaPlante going to keep it. He'll move ahead to the 40-yard line. Picks up 4.
Yeah, design keeper, spread them out wide, and see if you can get a linebacker on a little mismatch. If the guard can get on the linebacker, pick up a nice little gain on the first down.
Second down. Two and a half to go and counting. Third quarter. 2nd and 6 for the Cobras at the Vero 40. LaPlante fires. Receiver almost intercepted.
Oh. That would have been nice. Yeah, he threw it out there. There really wasn't anyone in the area. And that's Crutchfield who took Polynice's position out there for the couple of series here. And the ball went right through his hands. He made a great break on it.
Bring up third down for Fort Pierce Central. 3rd and 6 from the Vero 40.
Let's see. If I was going to run a play right now.
Play action. Little screen set up underneath. Trying to turn it upfield. What a great tackle by Vero Beach.
Hillsman.
It's about a 3-yard gain on the play. Hillsman with the tackle. But I got to believe Coach Watkins will go for it here.
I don't know. He's bringing out the punt team. There is some movement going on.
No, it's not the punt team.
It's the Wildcat team.
Yeah. So in the backfield, you'll have Elmore Boy, taking a long time to get the personnel out
Yeah,
here.
Have to probably.
They may have to think about a timeout here if they're not careful. Yeah, there's the 10-second mark from the back judge.
It's going to be the Wildcat. Big play here for Vero defense.
So you got Blackwood. And there's delay of game. Well, that changes the equation now, Matt.
That really does. Look at Coach is just livid. But you got it. You just took too much time. You had too many guys coming in and out. They were a little confused. A couple of the big guys. Now they're going back to their standard offense.
Standard offense is LaPlante's going to make his way back out on the field. So on 4th down and 7 now. And at the Vero Beach 42, Cobras appear as if they're going to go for it. Could we be looking at a freeze play? LaPlante, play action. He's going to fire, looking for a receiver, and it's bobbled up in the end zone. We had two Indians going for it at the same time. You had Townsend over there along with Haywood, but it falls incomplete, so it'll be turnover on downs. Good defense by Vero Beach. Everybody, I think, in the stadium's like holding their breath when they see LaPlante just kind of like balloon that ball out there, because we've seen this story already in the first half where he just kind of puts it out there and somehow their receiver gets it. This time, it doesn't go that way.
It does not. We put a lot of pressure on him, so that was a great job by that defensive line, getting the pressure on him, and the secondary was all on it. Great call by Coach Ray Hall in his secondary, and Coach Bethel on the defensive line.
65 seconds to go in the third quarter. Vero has a 1-point lead. They're going to start from their 41. Hillsman off the right side to the 45-yard line to pick up a 4.
I got a couple of guys down. We got a Central, looks like they've got a cramp, and we've got one of our guys down, and that was Hillsman. Hillsman just made a little nice move, handoff going to the right, and was able to cut it up. Now we got 2 cramps. Oh, no, maybe we got another one.
Matt, you may have to take off the headset and make some adjustments down there. So 55 seconds to go in this third quarter. Vero Beach shuts down the Cobra offense. Turnover on downs after the Cobras had some couple of big plays to save the drive and keep it alive. But in the end, Vero Beach able to prevent the Cobras from getting another first down. Turnover on downs, and now we'll be looking at a second down and looks like about 6 on the play when we get play resuming here. Next week, Vero Beach will return to the Citrus Bowl. We've got Booker T out of Miami coming in. Game time 7 o'clock. Our pregame coverage will start at 6 p.m. And then Vero Beach the following week will have homecoming at the Citrus Bowl with Rockledge coming to the house. After that, it's a couple of road games for the Fighting Indians as they'll travel to Pahokee on the 17th and then travel to Treasure Coast to finish out the district schedule, and then back home to finish out the regular season on a Thursday night, October 30th. So make sure to make note of that, folks, that the last game of the regular season against Somerset Academy will be on Thursday night, not Friday night, at the Citrus Bowl. Game time will still be at 7 o'clock.
So the question on everyone's mind, well, a lot of people's minds, I get that question a lot, is when will Champ Mons be back?
That's a really good question. I don't know that any of us really have the answer to that, Matt, but the optimism is that he may be back sooner than we thought.
That's right. And no one knows. No one's given a time.
No.
They're not given a date. But, it's we get that question a lot. And everyone wants to see, not just because of, his ranking and all that stuff, but just you want to see the young man get out here and be able to be with his teammates and perform.
Well, if you didn't catch the beginning of this broadcast on YouTube, then you didn't see when the team was walking out. Number one,
That's right.
Champ Mons was leading the way, walking out, not scooting out on his little scooter. So it was good to see him. It's I'm not really sure. I haven't had a chance to talk to him, so we have no idea how rehab is going or any of those kind of things for him, but we hope that he'll be healthy soon. So 2nd and 6. White with the keeper off the right side, and White trying to get to midfield. I think he'll be about a yard shy. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and probably about 3.
Yep, that's just a little delay. Looks like he's just going to either can throw the ball or he can take off and run, and he decided to keep it. And I think we're going to see that quite a bit.
So clock is still ticking here. We got 15 seconds before the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll see if they get one more play off before the end of the quarter here. They may just let this one run out. Down to 5 seconds. White gets the snap off the right side. EJ turns it upfield, and he'll get to the 40-yard line where he will have a 1st down to end this 3rd quarter of play. Fighting Indians are fighting back as they now have a 1-point lead, 14-13, and they still have the ball. They are on the move. 4th quarter action is coming up. This is Fighting Indians football.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com. Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277, or capspizzamenu.com.
Welcome back as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Paul, Matt, Derek, Don here tonight. District showdown at Lawnwood Stadium. Fort Pierce Central Cobras, Vero Beach Fighting Indians. And as we head into the 4th quarter, Vero Beach a 1-point lead. And they have the ball in Cobra territory where it will be 1st down and 10 for the Indians. They're going to send 3 receivers to the left side, a single to the right. White looking to throw, finds his receiver, turns it upfield. That is Melbourne. Melbourne, alpha lane, trying to get to the edge, still on his feet, inside the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Marcus Melbourne.
Wow, what a great play. It was a hitch route, a little 5-yard, 6-yard hitch route. He catches it, and EJ puts it right on the button on his left shoulder. He catches it, turns up, and then does the rest, gets a couple of great blocks on the outside, and does the rest. Great job, Marcus Melbourne, and just the whole offense. That was a phenomenal play.
What a play by Marcus Melbourne. I mean, after he caught the ball, he used some speed. He used some toughness to defend off the tackles, used a stiff arm, and got to the end zone for the score. And now just waiting for the extra point as Swanson puts it up and through. Vero Beach extending its lead now 21-13.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
Well, as we were at halftime, we were recognizing that we weren't looking very sharp in the passing game. Well, I think we may have fixed some things here as Marcus Melbourne with a 40-yard reception got us into the end zone, makes it 21-13 with 4 plays, 59 yards. And now Vero Beach leading 21-13 as Swanson going to kick this one high, but it is returnable at the 5, to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, and out of bounds near midfield. What a return by the Cobras.
We talked about having a weapon and kicking in the end zone every time. There we come up quite a bit short, and look at the return on that and puts them right back in the game.
So the Cobras, with that return, will start at midfield, but down now 21-13. So we'll see what Coach Mike Watkins and his staff are going to dial up here for the offense with 11:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Two receivers on the right. LaPlante fires, but it's short hops to the receiver, incomplete.
Yeah, just trying to run a screen out there. The ball just literally short hopped him. And thank goodness, looks like they had a little bit of numbers out there.
Second down and 10.
So we talk about special teams. Sorry, Paul. Talk about special teams and how special teams can get things kicked off. Oh, we better get.
Boy, we got some late substitutions here. Boy, we got to get them off the field, and we do. Whew. LaPlante, he's looking to throw. Fires, looking downfield. He's got a receiver, and boy, he had a half step on our defenders, but too far in front of him, incomplete.
Well, that's it looks like he's down. I don't know if he's cramping or, yep. So that was basically just a deep post. We've been running that little short. They've been running the short post. So he looks like he pumps on that, almost gives a little look to it. Both guys jump it, and he got open. He just overthrew him.
So that receiver is still down on the ground at the moment.
Doesn't look like oh, yeah,
yeah.
It's a cramp. You know, Paul, it's just been humid. It's been down there. We've had some rain, and this week we had some rain. And when you're as a player, you don't get the practices, or you don't feel like you need to hydrate as much. Then you get to a night like this, and it's just humid. I mean, it feels great here in the box, thank goodness, because usually I'm down there on the sideline, sweating with everybody else. But
is that a jab at Derek?
No. I'm just enjoying it up here. I see Derek down there sweating. I'm okay up here.
All right, so when we get play resumed here, the receiver down is dealing with a cramp, and I think that might be A.J. Hill, if I'm not mistaken, that is down at the moment. But the great return on the kickoff by the Cobras got him at midfield, so they're looking at 3rd down and 10 as soon as we can get play resumed. Hey, I want to remind you this Tuesday night, Gary and I will join Coach Jankowski along with our Scott Sporting Good players of the game for Coach's Corner at Cap's Pizza. Feel free to stop by and join us. Love to have you there for the show. Starts at 6 p.m. Get a chance to talk to Coach Jankowski, and I got a feeling there might be some interesting conversation in that first segment.
Well, you know what? We talked about it earlier, and in my interview with Lenny, he has a lot of respect for Coach Watkins and his crew. You got Josh Watkins, former head coach from Centennial. You got his son Blaine, who played at the collegiate level. So, I mean, you've got some minds out there. They know how to exploit any kind of defense, and so he knew it was going to be a dogfight. And then you've got just some weird stuff that's happened. A couple of the interceptions that you have. EJ's been phenomenal in those regards as far as being able to put the ball where he wanted to. And anyway, and then there you have it. You're in a little bit of a dogfight right here, and now you're up 8, but here you're at the 50-yard line. They've got the ball. You got to figure if they get a little here, it's going to be 4-down territory. There's a lot of time still left. You got 11:29 still left in the fourth. But
Well, it's just been an interesting stat line all night, Matt. You know, EJ with his legs has really been carrying the Indians, figuratively and literally, because it's been, I think, Don had me at 18 carries for like 135 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. What's interesting is, okay, you flip on the other side with the passing game, and we just had our second completion for a touchdown with Marcus Melbourne just into and only 39 yards of passing.
That's right.
I mean, it's not like we try to put up, gaudy numbers in the passing game, but it's just not what we've seen over the last few weeks.
That's the Fort Pierce Central kid that's coming out. That's A.J. Hill, number 1 for them, and he is a weapon on offense, but also and he plays a little defense. He's one of their dudes.
Well, they're going to take a timeout, so we'll step aside for just a moment. Vero Beach leading here in the fourth quarter, 21-13.
Hi, JW here from Barker Air Conditioning and Heating, serving the Indian River County area since 1959 and supporting fighting Indian sports for decades. We're known for being HVAC specialists for installation and service. Local, licensed, and insured, Barker is a trained comfort specialist that services all makes and models. BarkerAC.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
All right, after an injury timeout and an actual timeout by Vero Beach, now we are back out on the field. 3rd down and 10 from midfield for the Cobras. LaPlante thinking about running, forced out of the pocket. He's got a lane to the 35, 45, 40 to the 35. He'll have a Cobra first down.
That is such a big play for the Cobra. That basically was the play of the game for them right now to keep this thing going. And we had pressure on him, and he just actually made a great move, was able to pick up the first down.
Picked up 16 on that run. Drew LaPlante using his legs on that one to get the Cobras a first down. They've moved to the Vero Beach 34. First down and 10. Trips to the left side. Single receiver on the right. LaPlante again wanting to run. This time got clogged up at the line of scrimmage.
That's a design run right up the middle. We've gone to a 4-man front. Usually we're at a 3-man front. Gone to a 4-man front to help try to offset some of that we've seen. Now, they had a Cobra that was wide open, but it wasn't even a chance to get him the ball.
2nd down and 10. Tight formation this time for the Cobras is LaPlante. He's looking to throw, fires. He's got a receiver. It's caught, but the momentum took him right out of bounds.
He's actually going to lose.
He's going to lose yardage on the play.
They had trips to the left, and the inside receiver is just running an out. It's not even really an out. It's an out, but it's a really skinny out, and the throw was a little behind him. He had to come back and get it, and momentum took him right out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Dwayne Simon with the catch, and you're almost thinking, boy, it'd be better if he just had dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Instead of losing the yardage. So now it's 3rd down and 12. Twin receivers on either side. Blackwood in at quarterback, and he's going to go down as pressure comes inside as the Indians will bring the house.
Malachi Reed gets in there and throws them down.
Lose 3, now it's 4th down. Malachi Reed having a solid night tonight with his 3rd tackle for a loss. And now the Cobras looking at 4th and 15. Blackwood looking to throw, has a receiver, and it's batted down. Lance Stone drops back and bats the ball to the ground.
So a little interesting call there to bring Blackwood in, take LaPlante. I thought LaPlante's been having a great game.
Yeah, great.
And just picked up. Maybe he just he got a little winded on that last one. I'm not sure, but he was on the sidelines. Blackwood was in, and those were Hey, good for the Indians.
Turnover on downs, and so the offense for Vero Beach now will take the ball, starting from their own 39. And a lead of 21-13. There's 9.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back turnover on downs for Vero.
Yeah. Offense will have a 4-receiver set. 2 left, 2 right, 1 back in the backfield. And E.J. White at quarterback. White, design keeper, trying to get to the left edge, trying to turn it upfield. He'll get to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It looked like he wasn't going to get anything. He bounced it. Looked like he was trying to go off the left side. He bounced it outside. Looked like he wasn't going to get anything, and then he was able to knife it at least back.
Yeah.
Picked up a yard.
Picked up a yard.
Right.
All right. 2nd and 9. More importantly, the clock continues to tick here.
A lot of time left, though, Paulie.
It is. It is.
We need some first downs.
Inside 9 minutes to go. As the offense send 3 receivers to the right side, single to the left. Handoff, Hillsman. Hillsman trying to bounce it out. Hillsman will pick up about 3 on the carry.
Yeah, an interesting defensive position for the Cobras. All of their defensive linemen were in the stand-up position. No one was actually had a hand in the dirt, and they were just kind of, they were in their positions a little bit, but just floating around. Hillsman able to pick up a few yards, but I thought with that we'd be able to get some leverage because they weren't didn't have any hands in the dirt, but they did a good job with it.
So it's 3rd and 6 now for the Indians. Ball sitting at the Vero 44-yard line. Clock now inside 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Vero leads 21-13. We've got 2 receivers on either side. Keeper by White. White gets clobbered in the backfield. Now it's 4th down.
Now you're going to have to punt. Not only did he get clobbered, he actually got those little WWE wrestling moves, slammed
body
to the
slam,
ground.
yeah.
Well,
so that means Vero Beach will punt the ball away. I believe that'll be the 2nd punt of the night for Vero.
Yeah, the first one didn't go so well on the first punt. This young man can flat punt, too.
Yeah, Jay Maurer.
Better hurry.
Snap is there. Maurer will get the punt away. It's end over end. Take a backwards bounce. Yeah. So it'll land right around about the 37-yard line of Fort Pierce. So still opportunity now for the Cobras. So the Vero Beach defense has got to put on another stand here with 6:46 remaining in this fourth quarter. We got a water break. We'll step aside. Vero Beach leads here in the fourth quarter, 21-13.
Comfort Zone AC and Heating of Vero Beach has been servicing Indian River County for over 40 years, using only certified technicians. As a Christian, family, and veteran-owned and operated business, they offer comprehensive air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality solutions to their clients. Online at ComfortZoneACNow.com. Proud supporters of the Fighting Indians.
Summers in Florida mean hot weather with lots of rain. Having gutters that work well is a must for most homes. Thanks to Able Gutter Services for their partnership. They provide premium products crafted to ensure customer satisfaction while protecting from water damage and maintaining structural integrity. Able Gutter Services in Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard County. Their number is 772-766-2554.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. brought to you by HBS Glass.
And a swing pass for the Cobras on first down results in about a 12-yard gain for the Cobras. Get some near midfield as we're in the fourth quarter. Paul, Matt, and Derek here on this district showdown.
That was, we saw reminiscent of what we saw earlier in the game. Take your running back, get him in motion early, and then there's no one out there. And the secondary, they're playing so far back that it's a little easy run.
Picked up 12, first down and 10 at the 49. LaPlante, play action. He's going to let it fly. Has a receiver in the area. It's caught. It will be enough for a first down. Trey Flowers with the catch.
Yeah, just marching down. We're going to throw a little over here. That was just a curl route when you're given enough cushion, and we didn't get any pressure on the quarterback. A little easy pitch and catch. I say easy from up here.
Picks up another 12 yards. They're at the 39-yard line of Vero Beach. 6 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. 21-13 lead for Vero. And now timeouts being taken by Vero Beach to talk a few things over. Matt, you don't like to see back-to-back plays of 12-yard gains.
No, you don't. And we got a little confusion going on there with guys running in and out. But, well, we talked about that. When you have respect for these guys, they're athletes. They can fly, they can catch. And you're backing off. It's just a turnaround, little 12-yard curl route. And so it's what do you do? You pick your poison. Do I come up and I jam them and then give up maybe a deep route, or you play off and try to keep them underneath you?
Yeah, Jamarian Hillsman with a good open field tackle there. He's a sophomore. Of course, he's the younger brother of Jonathan Hillsman. Came into this ball game with 26 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, and a sack. And having a good night. He's got an interception tonight. First down and 10. LaPlante's going to hand off Dwayne Simon. Be a pickup of 2.
Yeah, I've seen down here at Crutchfield, Paul. It's on their number 13, who's made several catches. Put our best guy on their best guy. I like that matchup.
Second down, play action. LaPlante's going to let it fly. He's looking for a receiver downfield. Almost intercepted. Micah Roberts was looking for pick number 2 on the night.
Oh, I think it was in his hands, and it might have got deflected or hit out by Hills from AJ from the Cobras. And he actually, Micah Roberts on that one, he closed the ground very nicely on that.
Second down.
Oh, we got a illegal man downfield.
Oh, okay. So that will back up the Cobras, and they'll get second down again. Kind of surprised we take that. I would think you would decline the penalty.
That's what they're trying to say. There was some confusion right there.
I mean, you
lost it.
It would have made a third down, right?
That was first down, wasn't it?
Anyway, it's second down and 13.
Maybe it would have been third down. Yeah.
Play action. LaPlante. Pressure coming. He lets it go. Receiver near the area. What a catch! Wow! Micah Roberts up in the air, up the ladder with the interception. Oh, wow.
Please watch the highlight on that. They talk about going to the highest point to get the ball when you're on defense, and he couldn't have gotten it any higher on that one. What a great job. Almost had the interception before. He got that one, no doubter. Well played.
Talked to Micah Roberts last week during Coach's Corner. We talked about with his brother Isaiah Roberts, the older brother who played wide receiver, how that has really helped him become a better defender because his brother has really taught him some things. And on that play, wow, did he really go up and pick that one off.
Great extension at the high point.
You talk about high point, man. That's high.
Yeah.
So Vero's got the ball, first and 10. 5:20 to go. Handoff to the 20-yard line. A nice pickup of 5.
A little zone read coming with Hillsman off the right side. Able to pick up some yards. Take the clock down. We'll have 5 minutes.
Yeah, now inside 5. And 2nd and 5 coming up for Vero Beach. So with that carry, Hillsman goes over 100 yards on 14 carries.
Don Dexter with the stats right there. Nice job.
2nd and 5. We've got trips to the left side. Another handoff for Hillsman right up the gut, and he's got enough for a first down. That is brought to you by Frank Stawara at Tom Collins Insurance.
I like it. We got white jerseys pushing purple jerseys back on the run. Keep it moving. Keep the clock ticking.
And the clock is at 4:20 and counting. Vero Beach up 21-13. Looking to put this one away.
I think they've only got 1 timeout left, if I'm not mistaken. I think they've already used 2 timeouts.
So we're 1st and 10 at the 29. Inside 4 minutes to go. Another handoff. Left side for Hillsman. Shakes a tackle down the left side. Motors for a few extra yards near the 45.
Whoa, what a great move by Jonathan Hillsman. Wow, that was special. Gets it going to the left and looks like the guy's right on him. And he just and takes a little left turn and picks up 15 yards.
So another first down for Vero Beach. That will allow them to just keep running this clock that's down now to 3.5 minutes to go. Ball at the 44 of Vero Beach. White from the gun. Another handoff for Hillsman. Jonathan slides through for about a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, this is just eat the clock up. You got Champ Smith on the right side who's pulling around. Let's see. Nope. Champ's on the left. Now he's going to the right. But you got the big guy right there.
I didn't realize you do play-by-play for Huddle.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a minute. He was on the left. He's on the right. And he's just pulling wherever he's going. It's just like get behind the big guy and, pick up some yards. Let the clock go down. You're going to watch the guy. They got in a hurry now. They only got 10 seconds. Come on. Go.
Now
Coach
5.
Yeah.
They just get the snap off. White. Oh, he got hit in the backfield. He'll lose 2 yards, maybe 3.
And that's going to be a timeout by Coach Watkins, that's what you're hoping for. You get a stop right there.
Yeah, now you're
call your
third down and long.
Yep. Mm-hmm. If you get a stop here, then you're going to get the ball back.
So Cobras take the timeout. Stops the clock at 2:12. Vero Beach at the 45.
Well, Paul, this will be
third down and 10.
This will be the play of the game. If we happen to pick up a first down, they don't have any more timeouts to stop the
Correct.
clock.
Yep, that's
so that'll be it. You can take it all the way down. If we don't, you just let the clock run. They don't have any more timeouts left, so you let the clock run as much as you can. So you're talking about 2:12, so they'll get the ball back potentially, with about a minute and 15 seconds to go. And
all right, Matt, we're on our side of the 50 at the 45. If we get to, say, midfield, it's 4th and 5. We go for it?
Not me, because they're not going to have a lot of time to go, and they have no more timeouts.
Mm-hmm.
And so, no, you try to pin them and make them go the distance. That's me.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's just hope they get.
Yeah.
Let's
get the
see if
first
they can
down
get it on.
Yeah.
White looking off the right side, looking for a lane, and it's closed in a hurry. They only pick up about 2 yards, so now it's 4th down and 8. We'll see if Coach decides to punt the ball away as we've got an injury timeout now. Looks like you got another player dealing with a cramp issue.
So here's an interesting thing. So the way that high school and college you see it, it's a 40-second time clock. So as soon as the ball is stopped and plays over, all right, they wait a second to get the guys off, and then a 40-second starts. All right. And so here with an injury, so only about maybe 5 seconds ran off. With an injury, they stop the clock, obviously. They're going to help the young man up.
Right.
Does it go to a 25 or does it go to a 40?
It's a good question.
Because if it goes to the 25, you just picked up 10 seconds.
Yes.
That
Right.
doesn't seem right.
I agree.
I mean, I know in like in the other ones, they'll actually run it. They'll say a 10-second runoff. But in high school, you don't do that. So now they'll have to start the clock.
And it just started.
Yep. And just let everyone kind of relax. Oh, my gosh.
And we are going to punt the ball away as Maurer back there, and we didn't even wait for it. We just got the punt away. Maybe his best punt of the night, sends him back to the 15-yard line. Good coverage, only returned to the 20-yard line. So they got to go 80 yards now.
So they get 80 yards, and I don't know if we understood that we could have just waited a few seconds.
Right, yeah.
Probably waited 20 seconds
Right.
longer. But they've got a minute and 34 to go. It's with no timeouts.
All right, score is 21-13. Minute 34 to go. Cobras get the ball back. They'll start from their own 20-yard line. Can the defense of Vero Beach put a stop? Now flag as we got, is that delay a game? Or is this a substitution? This is against Vero.
We got 12 guys on the field. We got 12 guys. Someone's got to come off. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Free five with no time off the clock.
No time off the clock, and they just got 5 yards.
Yes.
So it's 1st and 5 from the 25. Twin receivers on either side. LaPlante. He's looking. Pressure coming. Boy, he had to let it go. And man, oh man, here came Malachi Reed.
He has been all over LaPlante tonight, and there was a receiver in the area, so it won't be intentional grounding. But, yeah, that was, he was in there quick.
Second down and 5. Or no, actually, second down and 10.
No, they're going to fix this because the chain gang moved, and they should not have. But now they're all confused. The chain gang should not have moved.
Yeah.
So it should be 2nd and 5. I mean, I'll take the 2nd and 10, but now they've got it fixed. Well, he should be on the 20, not the 19.
Right. Yeah, it should be 2nd and 5. The first marker should be at the 20. There you go.
Yeah, they're fixing it. Can they hear us? They can.
2nd and 5. LaPlante. He's looking. He's going to let it fly over the middle of the field. Fight for the ball. It goes incomplete.
Yeah, that's really not a smart pass, but they got away with it. And really only a few seconds coming off the clock.
So 3rd and 5. 1:20 to go.
That looks like Malachi. Is that Malachi Reed? Oh, another cramp. Hope it's a cramp. Yeah, it looks like a cramp.
Yeah. Looks like the typical procedure there. Well, folks, just a reminder, next week, Vero Beach returns to the Citrus Bowl. Booker T will be in the house. That'll be another big test for the Fighting Indians, as they've really been tested here tonight by the Cobras, and hoping we can hang on for another minute 20 and walk out of here with our 5th victory of the season.
And how about some Gatorade?
No
or some
kidding,
electrolytes
right? Yeah, right.
or something. And you're coming off a bye week, but I guess, you know what, that's part of the problem. You get out of the routine of, making sure you're staying hydrated and everything's working like it's supposed to, then
Matt, we talked to Coach Jankowski at last week's Coach's Corner about that. Like, how do you balance the pace of, like, keeping guys in shape but also give them a chance to rest and get healthy again? And it's not an easy thing to do. Third down. LaPlante looking left, fires, has a receiver, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Trey Flowers. Now it comes down to one more down.
That's it. That young man's had a good game, Flowers. That one went through his hands. He had, I think, enough for the first down, too.
It's a 4th and 5.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at Crutchfield, see what's going on. Get someone.
LaPlante on the snap, fires.
Oh.
Batted down, Bobby Burbick.
That's 3 for him tonight. Bobby Burbick just seals the game for the Indians. Minute 11 to go. And that's
so Vero Beach is going to improve now to 5-0 on the season with a hard-fought battle against Fort Pierce Central.
You know what, Paul? I'm telling you, I have been impressed with Central tonight.
Yeah.
I thought that they showed gut, they showed speed, they showed determination, good coaching. Yeah.
I agree.
But Watkins is going to owe Jankowski a lunch. Now, they didn't do that bet, but I'm putting that bet on them. We got a chance to talk to Coach Mike.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was good to catch up with him.
Yeah, he's such a pleasure to be around.
Yeah. So Vero Beach will line up in victory formation here. EJ can just take a knee. They'll let the clock roll here. Fort Pierce Central out of timeouts, cannot stop the clock.
Wait a minute. No, they don't have any more timeouts left. No, hold on.
Okay.
I thought they were out
Apparently
of timeouts.
they did have another timeout. So that'll stop the clock at 58 seconds.
Well, it's just a matter of semantics.
True.
Semantics, is that the right word on that? It's just a matter of we're going to stop it now or...
I think it's more just a matter of time.
I don't think, it's just a matter of time. Not semantics. But, yeah.
You're delaying the inevitable.
You're delaying the inevitable. They're going to hike it. They can't stop it now. And once it gets below 40 seconds.
Right. Well, they just put some time back on the clock. It's 1:03 now, but still.
Doesn't matter.
Take one knee, and, well, technically they'll have to take 2 knees here, but yeah.
Yeah, take a knee.
Yeah. Because it's only second down, so they can take the knee for second, take it for third, and it should be over with. Unless they have some more timeouts that we don't know about.
That's got an ace up the sleeve there. I didn't know that. You know, I was just praising our statistician, too.
Well, that's what you get, man. And EJ will take another knee. That'll let the clock start to roll here as we're now inside of a minute. And, man, you got to wonder here, like, okay, not, again, for guys like us and the fans, we get to, talk about this endlessly, but does this affect the voters now on Vero being ranked number 1?
I don't. I mean, there's obviously the stuff that you kind of go, I don't know where the algorithm lies and what it does. Mm-hmm. But when you get a win, you get a win. It's a 4-0 Central.
Right.
It's not a 1-3. It's a 4-0.
And there is AJ.
That's it.
Or EJ White taking the final knee here on third down to let this clock continue to roll out. And Vero Beach is going to improve to 5-0, 2-0 in the district. And in a few weeks, they will have a showdown with Treasure Coast for the district title on October 24th. Vero Beach wins the ball game 21-13. Stick around. We'll have our Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. This is Fighting Indians football.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Linus Cadillac Buick GMC of Vero Beach has been a part of the community for over 2 decades and proudly supports our Fighting Indians. It's important to put the best team on the field to ensure a winning season. Linus Cadillac Buick GMC fields a lineup that all fans can agree has championship pedigree. From the 2025 Cadillac Escalades to the new XT5 Luxury Optic Sport 2, late model pre-owned vehicles too. 1401 Highway 1, Vero Beach, LinusCadillac.com.
Hi, Vero Beach. I'm Frank Stora from Tom Collins Insurance. Born and raised right here in a former Fighting Indian, I'm very proud to support this team and this great community. Tom Collins Insurance has been locally owned and operated right here since 1989. We are Vero. For all your insurance needs, my number is 772-778-9222. Go Indians!
Welcome to the Fighting Indians postgame show, presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
Gets the win 21-13, improves to 5-0, 2-0 in the district. And let's go down to the field where Derek has got one of our coaches, Coach Bill Mata. Go for it, D.
Coach Mata, what a great win tonight. I really thought our defense really played well in the second half and really came up with some critical turnovers.
Definitely. First of all, my hat's off to Mike. You don't come in here, you know he's going to give you a great game, putting up big points. They're very disciplined. They're not going to beat themselves. We knew we were going to have our hands full. We come out, we play missed tackles, penalties, sloppiest first half I think we played all year. Boys made some good adjustments, tackled a little more soundly, executed a little better, played a real nice second half. Real proud of the boys.
Absolutely. I'm curious about something. How difficult is it to prepare for a team like Fort Pierce? It seems like they're so multiple in offense, and you have to try to defend them in a lot of different ways.
Absolutely. I mean, what he's doing is we have to play responsibility football. You know, everybody's got to take care of their job, can't overload to any one thing. So, you know, it comes down to athletes on athletes almost, which is what that RPO game is all about. We got to defend the run inside. We got to defend the slant. We got to defend the deep ball. So, you know, if one guy miscommunicates, which is what we kind of did, that's it. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, there you go. You got Bill Mata talking a little Indians football here on a win after Vero Beach gets the win over Fort Pierce Central, a district matchup, 21-13. And thanks for joining us for the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show. And glad that one's over, Matt.
Yes, indeed. We talked about coming to Fort Pierce. You almost have to be 2 touchdowns better than you normally are. Yeah. Just the weird stuff that happens down here. I actually thought the referee plays was great tonight.
Yeah,
normally,
it really was.
You know, especially me. I'll complain about that quickly, but they did a good job. But I think Bill Mata said it. He said it perfectly down there. We had guys that not communicating. They were out of position. All right, on a few things, and you had some missed tackles. And when you do that to a team like Fort Pierce Central, they're going to score some points. There's going to be some breakdowns. And then when your offense has a couple of turnovers, that doesn't bode well, and that's when you go down. But, man, I tell you what, how about Coach Mata, how about Coach Jankowski getting their guys in there and the turnaround you saw in the second half?
Yeah, it was incredible. It was great to watch. And, you know, look, maybe that's something we needed. You know, honestly, as a team. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, we've had some easy wins, but you did come off before the bye week against Centennial, a 37-0 win. And the game before that against Cocoa, I mean, maybe you're feeling a little too inflated. Yep. Maybe you needed a little shake-up, a little humility to maybe bring you back to a little reality check as we now go into the second half of this season.
I think it's a good thing. It's like a prize fighter goes in there and all of a sudden he gets that first shot. He's like, oh, all right, I better start taking this a little more serious. And I think we saw that tonight. Now, obviously, Coach, you talked about their, the athletes that they had. But until you get on the field and you see it, and then you're like, okay, all right, we just got punched in the mouth. What are we going to do? And they stepped up in a big way.
All right, well, with that, let's head back down to the field. We'll check in with Derek West.
Hey, down here with our defensive player of the game, we got Jamarian Hillsman down here. Jamarian came up with some big stops in the first half and the second half that really was a difference in the ball game tonight.
Yeah, first half, we had a couple of shakeups, but second half we came back, fixed up the mistakes, and executed.
How important is this game for what you want to build on and what you're working towards in the future?
This game is very important. We had to come through adversity, but they've been talking a lot of smack, so we take it a little personal.
Absolutely. Walk us through your interception in the end zone right there, because that ended up being a critical moment in the ball game.
Yeah, it was very critical. I just remember me just being in the game, just picking it. It was just in the moment.
Hey, good deal. We'll go celebrate with your teammates, all right? All right, thank you. All right, down here also with our offensive player of the game, we got Marcus Melbourne. Marcus, big touchdown in the second half right there to change the ball game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Walk us through that play and what you saw.
I knew I had to have great spacing because they were spread out, so I had great spacing. I ran my route full speed, and when I got the ball, I turned my head. I seen green grass. My guys made great blocks, and I just took it all the way. Made a good stiff arm to keep the play going and just finish.
Absolutely. How does a game like this help you with what you're working towards?
So it helps a lot. We trying to get to a state championship, so district games, they help a lot. They help with playoffs, and yes, sir, that's all.
All right, good deal. Go celebrate with your teammates. Thank you.
All right, well, there you go. You've got Jamarian Hillsman for the defense, and you've got Marcus Melbourne for the offense, our Scott Sporting Good players of the game. And, boy, I just tell you, I still can't get over watching that interception by Micah Roberts.
Ooh.
I mean, wow, what
Two
athleticism.
of them. The first one, he
too.
literally jumps up and does the reach back with his hand on that one.
Yep.
And then that one, just high points. I mean, you can't coach it any better than that.
Yeah, I mean, and with Hillsman, I mean, he just got in great position, got a nice interception there, and that was such a critical time, too, because that could have potentially been a touchdown for Fort Pierce Central.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And then now the game's tied. If they go for two, they'd have to go for two. But, yeah, the whole dynamics is completely different because that was right before the half. So not only would have scored, they got the ball back, big momentum, big game changer for us.
And conversely, on the offensive side, Marcus Melbourne with not only just the catch, but using his athleticism to get to the end zone. He was determined to get there. That was a game changer as well because that really put Vero in a space where now the pressure was all on the Cobras.
Well, we saw that, and I think what it also did was it started spreading them out a little bit. So once you all of a sudden you put the ball in the air, now it's like, okay, linebackers can't just fly up the field. We've got to at least on this little RPO, we got to hesitate for a second, and I think that's why you saw all of a sudden EJ and then Hillsman able to put down, I think both of them ended up over 100 yards in rushing.
Yeah, I mean, we had a total of 253 yards of rushing as a team tonight. You had 67 by Hills, or no, 167 or 107 by Hillsman. You had 122 by White tonight. So good job by those guys, carrying the load for the team.
Well, I think we got to talk to EJ because when you're taking a knee, and you take 3 knees and you're back 5 yards,
you're losing.
You just lost 15 yards on your stat. Like, your
no kidding, right? Yeah. But I think after a game like this, I think he'll take the win over the stat line anytime. That's the main stat line you want to worry about. So as a team tonight, we finished with 292 yards of offense to 245 for Fort Pierce Central. So just like the first half, it was still relatively close, but in the end, Vero Beach obviously scored enough points to win the game.
Well, the difference was the turnover on downs. We actually we had 3 turnover on downs that second half. They didn't score. And so, and of course, Coach Mike was going for it, and which he should have. But our defense just stepped up, and that's pretty big, 3 of them.
And I don't think we can understate about the fact that, like, what was it, 3 times in a row that we kicked off for a touchback? So they're starting from the 20.
They're starting from the 20. And then that last one, they got the ball all the way to the 50.
Right.
But we were able to stop them.
Yeah, so, all right. So from a momentum standpoint, from a mental standpoint, what does this do for Vero?
Oh, you know what? I think they actually come away with this. They should come away with have learned a lot. Just like they said, it's like, hey, we can learn from this. We got to go forward. And, you're able to make the adjustments at halftime. And that says a lot about your team. When you were down, because they haven't been down for a couple of games now, they were down coming out. They gave up the kickoff, and they were able to come back and win. I think it does a lot for these young men. I think mentally it does a lot for them. It shows that, hey, we're tough. We can stand in there.
Yeah.
I think it did a lot also for our defensive backs that second half. First half, we were getting gashed a little bit. Second half, they were able to communicate and stop that. I think that's going to bode well for us going forward.
Yeah, 3 interceptions. Yeah, I would think they've got some confidence now.
Yeah.
And they're going to need it because next up it's Booker T back at the Citrus Bowl next Friday. So now it's time to regroup and get set for your next opponent.
That's right. And to tell you what, you talk about guys that can fly. Booker T. Washington out of Miami, they're going to have some guys that can fly.
Yep.
And if you learn anything from tonight defensively, it's about communication and assignment.
Yep.
And we saw that, and Coach Mata mentioned that. And it's a trust. I got to trust your guy, trust he's going to do his thing, I'll do my thing, and then we can win games.
Hey, I want to take a moment here and thank our entire technical crew here that made this broadcast possible tonight. It was kind of a crazy way to get set up. When we got here, it was raining. They were under a lightning delay. We could only get so much set up, but I want to tip my cap to the crew tonight because they did an outstanding job of getting everything in place and getting us ready to go. So I'm talking about Ashton Curry. I'm talking about Sebastian Bois, Jeremy Femia. And also want to thank Stephen Tipton and Brian Lewis, who are our directors, who always make this possible. And, of course, Jacqueline Tipton, who's back at the home studio there for the radio station. These guys do a phenomenal job of getting these together. And I can't forget Miller West. I almost forgot. Miller down there on the sidelines tonight. And he did a good job. He did a good job tonight working there. He's got a tough task. He's got to work with his dad down there on the field.
Golly, it's the toughest.
I know. It's absolutely the toughest. Hey, I want to thank our executive producer of Christian FM Sports. That's John Hamilton. As I mentioned, Stephen Tipton and Brian Lewis, our directors. I want to thank Don Dexter for stats, Derek West for being on the sideline.